Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, the tabernacle of David that is assembling. Okay, assembling back to the Father in these latter days. Okay, and today, we're just gonna pretty much get on Esau, man. All right, because you can't talk about this devil enough. All right, from everything he did to the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, right, to what he's doing to Jake now. But now we're seeing the fall of Esau, right? You're seeing Esau, okay, he's losing his might, right? Now the Edomite is getting chased around the city by the goddamn dog catchers. Because remember, Esau, he used to put them dog catchers on our people during the time of chattel slavery, right? And harassing Jake. You know what I'm saying? But now look at Esau. Now Esau's on the run, getting socked out by ICE, getting shot dead in the street. Okay? The average Edomite man is a goddamn faggot in his own goddamn country. His own woman don't want to fuck with him. Okay? Look, and the Edomite woman, she know that. That's why she don't come up here and contend. We're the Edomite women. Our men are great. Our men are great. You see? The Edomite woman even know that this nigga weak. Everybody on the earth know that Esau is weak, and he's at the end of his road, man. All right? I was out here before we started camp. It was some Edomites, because now, you notice how all these protests, it's nothing but Edomites. Some Edomites was walking by with some picket signs, and I was like, okay, I asked them, I was like, what y'all protesting against ICE? Yep, yes we are. And I was like, okay, did you vote for Donald Trump? All right, man, have a good day. See, you see how these Edomites like to get out? You motherfuckers voted for Donald Trump. But now, the tides are turning, and now they want to come together on this unity, community shit. Ain't nobody coming together with you goddamn devils, man. This is what you get. Okay? Because the Edomite is the one that upheld America the most. All right, yeah, our people are coons. Okay, the Negro, Latino, and Native American is some coon jigaboos in America. But who upheld the American standard the most? Right? During the 1930s. Who was running around with the American flag at the goddamn football games, singing the Pledge of Allegiance? Right? Who was doing all of that shit, man? Okay, it was these goddamn devils, man. These Edomites. Okay, who's running around the earth? Okay, destabilizing countries for the sake of democracy. It's the goddamn so-called white man. All right. So now it's time to point the finger at his black ass, because he is black. All right. Don't let these devils fool you. They like to play that color term. I'm a white man. No, you're a black man. Okay, you Edomites are black men, all right, because your soul is black, all right, and now you're being found out to be the loser, okay, you're being found out to be the fucking criminal, the creep, the school shooter, all right, and this is all prophetic because the Lord is bringing these devils down, all right, this is what was prophesied to happen towards the end of this man's kingdom. So let's go ahead and start off with Obadiah, the first chapter.
Obadiah, okay. You don't want to get that Esau made bear real quick?
Yeah, we get that. Yeah,
start that off. Yeah. As the scriptures say, then the Lord hath done it. This is all the workings of the Lord. This is how we know. This is Jeremiah 49 and 10. But I have made Esau, the so-called white man, bare. I have uncovered his secret places.
Word, bare. Jeremiah 49 and 10.
I have uncovered his secret places.
Oh, in Esau's secret places, okay, what's been going on with all of these missing children, right? Come to find out, these Edomites are organizing a goddamn human trafficking ring, okay, snatching children, all right? People are finding out that, when it comes down to these record labels, all right, these goddamn Amalekites at the top are snatching percentages. Right? There's all types of dirt that's coming out on this devil, man, of what he's really doing to the Iranians, of what he really went out to Venezuela. Because if this was 2003 and Esau went out to Venezuela and bombed them like he just did, nobody will know what the hell happened. Everybody will just, okay, that's what's up. You know what I mean? Those were terrorists over there.
Yep.
But that narrative is not sticking no more.
Because the Lord, He brought forth this internet. Psalms 19. So again, that still play into the Lord. The internet, knowledge shall be increased at the last seconds of the Lord's return. So now there's no excuse. Hey, the hole in the wall that the book of Ezekiel speaks about, the Lord gave us a hole in the wall, knowledge being increased through these pocket computers. So Esau can't get away with nothing now. And that's crazy you said that about, because let me just read the 9th verse. If great gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have had enough. And that goes back to the book of Obadiah that we was getting ready to go to. The so-called white man don't want to leave nothing for nobody. Yeah. The bro just mentioned, like, even among the entertainers, like, nigga, Esau make $1 billion off them niggas, won't even get him a solid $5 million. Yeah. Nigga be broke after 2 years, living and working back at Walmart, did all the bidding of the devil for this devil, and he won't even break him off.
Look how many undiscovered artists there are, man. Right? You wonder, like, okay, why the fuck? You got some real dope undiscovered artists if you really tapped into music. Like, damn, why ain't this motherfucker on the radio? Why ain't that motherfucker on the radio? Because Esau, he don't want new members, right? Because that's more people he got to pay out. Yeah. So let me keep the same puppets. I've already got them in a goddamn financial loop. Cardi B and Jay-Z, I already got these niggas. I could just have them keep coming out with new albums, and I could just tax them for the rest of their life.
He got them blackmailed with the old Epstein. Yeah. That's what Esau do. Okay, the Chris Browns, all these niggas, we done already got you to do enough rituals to where, you know what I'm saying, if you do say anything, because the celebrities get up in there and they start learning some of this truth that we speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know we're the Hebrew Israelites. They know they're the Hebrew Israelites. So they can't spill the beans once they get up into that left-hand realm. You know, they start talking, being around those high nobility Edomites that be talking and shit. They're already, I forget the word, when somebody blackmail you. They got them niggas on tape doing shit. But that's the spirit of Esau. He want to take everything. He wants your soul, you know? But we're going to hit back to the point. But the Lord is revealing this guy. Going back to 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, the plagues that went forth. That's, you know, this is one of the plagues. Everybody's being revealed. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Yeah, his seed is spoiled. The common so-called white person is completely through. Yeah. You know, you rewind back like 100 years ago, they was burning our people, destroying our communities. Look at them. If I could turn the camera, niggas is done.
Dusty little ass.
Yeah, nigga can't even walk hunched over, finna take the metro through, broke. And the only people that still give these devils any credence is our people. With Stockholm's, the only people that still vibe with Babylon the Great, aka America, are the ones with Stockholm syndrome. Yeah. Because America was, that third horn, it came forth in witchcraft, like complete witchcraft, from the fucking Statue of Liberty to the goddamn flag, red, white, and blue. That's why the scriptures call this place Sodom and Gomorrah spiritually, and Egypt. So this is not a real nation. You know, you people have been swindled. So hey, what they say, if you build on a sand, if you build your foundation on sand, when storms come, guess what? It's gonna get flooded out. This was never a solid foundation for you dumbass so-called white people, you Edomites. And that's why you're getting ready to be, okay, the Lord is getting ready to trample over you stupid motherfuckers. And hey, we don't feel bad for you. Let the 2/3 feel bad for you, because they're gonna die with you.
That's right. And this is how a real man is supposed to feel about his enemy. Okay, for all of you niggas that's trying to save the Edomite, all right, you just supposed to forget the Jim Crow era. You're just supposed to forget that. That's how 2/3 of our people act. You're just supposed to forget that. That wasn't that long ago, man.
That's right.
You got Edomites alive today that partook in that participated in that, and they're walking around with this new liberal inclusion. They're hiding behind that mask of liberal inclusion, and now we're for everybody. But when he was 20 years old, he might be like 80, walking around with his little shriveled up ass. He might be like 80. When he was 20 years old, okay, he was chasing Jake out the goddamn restaurant.
Gladly too.
No nigger pies. You know, you got sundown towns that's still doing that, right? Billy Joe, right? You know, in the trailer park, what you doing around here, boy? Still got that spirit on him.
Hey, them niggas is weak too.
Yeah.
Jake be over there scared of Billy
Sock
Joe.
this shit. Yeah, come on, man.
Sock Billy Joe mouth off.
Bitch ass niggas, man. So nah, we ain't gonna forget you goddamn devils, man. Okay? That's why the Lord always kind of full circle us. Okay, get on Esau today, right? Get back on Esau because this is the man that needs to be exposed, man. All right? You got that word bear. Is that it on?
Oh yeah, that was it.
Okay.
I got that Deuteronomy.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You got a diet? No, you got bear. Yeah, go ahead.
I got the definition for the word bear. The word is chasaf, and the meaning of it means to strip off, lay bare, make bare, to draw out.
Yeah, you see that? To strip off, right? What is Esau being stripped of? He's being stripped of his identity, first and foremost, because, you know, people are piping the horn on, hey, you're not the real Jews, right? You got regular Jakes that is not even in the truth. That when they see a goddamn small hat walking around the street, they start yelling at him, you're not a goddamn Jew. You're not the real Israelites. I've seen countless videos like that where Jake just call out the goddamn Amalekite and be like, nigga, you ain't the real Jews.
You ain't the real Greeks or the Romans.
You wasn't, your whole goddamn identity has been a goddamn lie. You was not the samurai. You was not the Viking.
You wasn't the Egyptians.
You wasn't the Egyptian.
You ain't the Jews, nigga.
You was not this cool nigga, all right, that you painted yourself to be. All right, the best Edomite has ever been is a goddamn surfer pothead.
And
all right.
The biggest one is Greek and the Roman. We got all the history. You ain't the original. You know.
Yeah.
They love to pride that.
Yeah, they love. You know, they got all the statues of that. Okay. Alexander Great was probably the best you've ever been. All right, you devils. You know what I mean? But that's because he was trained up under Jake. Yeah. His tutors, his the ones who trained him in combat were Israelites.
And it was prophecy. Daniel's 8th chapter.
Yep.
It was the only reason we came into power.
You know, that's it. You know, other than that, you devils has just been some nasty weirdos, man. Look at them goddamn Rothschilds. Fucking slap the goddamn jaw off that nigga, man. Weak ass niggas, man. You be looking, you like, these are the niggas that run the world?
Yeah.
A fat little goddamn wiener dog nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? With a goddamn pedophile mustache. Yeah. You put that nigga in the ring with a goddamn Mexican off the street that sell oranges, Issachar wipe the fucking floor with his bitch ass, man. Yeah. But this is the nigga that run the world, man. You see? You devils is weak as hell, man.
And then when society starts collapsing, that's gonna show. Mm-hmm. You know, society is up, so, you know, niggas can hide behind the police. You know, but hey, the so-called white male, which you not white, okay? Your true nationality is an Edomite according to the Bible. When society fall, man, everybody gonna be upside your head. Okay, the so-called Mexican, the so-called black man, the so-called Arab. Shit, hey, them Arabs filling up the streets too, over there in Europe and in New York. Them Arabs gonna tear your ass up. They hate your ass. You know, so everybody, hey, that's prophecy though. Hey, you devils, that's a prize that you have won yourself. Give yourself a hand clap. You're not hated because you're just this righteous angel floating down, Michael the Ark. No, you're the devil. You went around the whole earth fucking with people and destroying their culture, man, and stealing their culture.
And one more definition is take from the surface, and they're gonna get ready to be taken out.
Yeah, because right now Esau is the face of what's pure. You know what I mean? He's the face of righteousness. This is why, okay, you'll have a bunch of grimy dice shooting niggas. You know, they got all the smoke for each other, but then you got an Edomite that'll walk right past them that look like Bill Nye the Science Guy, and Jake won't even bat an eye at him. Mm-hmm. Just let him give him a pass. That nigga be all up in the goddamn hood and doing whatever he want.
Cause that nigga more wicked than him.
Yeah, you know, but ultimately it's because this world has been trained to think that Esau is righteous. He's just a good old jolly white man. I grew up off of, what's that nigga, Mr. Roberts? What was that nigga name?
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers, right? So when Jake see a goddamn fucking pasty Edomite, they think of Mr. Rogers. You know what I'm saying? Just a friendly Blues Clues nigga. right? And he's the guy. He's a serpent. Okay, he's a serpent. Really, Jake should be looking up on him, asking him where he's from. Okay, and stuffing his goofy ass in the locker, man. All right, bullying him off the goddamn street. All right, and that's gonna happen to you devils in the kingdom of heaven. We gonna bully you niggas, man. All right, you know, we gonna have assigned bounty hunters to come snatch you niggas out your goddamn house for no apparent reason at all. All right, let's get Obadiah, yo. Let's start off with that. Obadiah first.
This is the book of Obadiah 1. 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus say Yahweh concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh, an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
Yeah, that's, you know, and that's ultimately talking about how, you know, all of these nations. Somebody get that where it says, "Let the weak say I am strong." In Joel, you know how all these nations is going to start coming up against Esau in the latter days, and that's what you're seeing. All right, and the worst of the Edomites is the Western Hemisphere Edomite. Right, you got other Edomites from other parts of the world that's coming after the Western Hemisphere Edomite, man. You know what I'm saying? So Esau is he's scrambling. All right, this is why everything is moving in hyper speed. He got to try to hurry up and merge people with technology, because I believe personally Esau wants to merge people with technology and do another reset on people's mind, so that way people can forget who the devil is again. Just like how he did, you know what I'm saying, when he came out the Renaissance period. Right, he started to revise history. Well, he wants to put the chip inside of people to rewrite history again, right? Because if he got that chip inside of people, he could just take that thought out your mind, you know, of who he is, and you know, you won't even look at him as the devil anymore. You know what I mean? You'll just look at him as a god. You'll look at him as God or something.
You're gonna be fucked up in the head.
Yeah.
You're gonna be retarded after that. Ain't no way he gonna, we're gonna inject certain memories out, and then you serve 10-year sentence in your mind. All this shit he's coming out. No, you're gonna be retarded, and that's the snare. Like, once you put that chip in your head, man, you're gonna be retarded. Ain't gonna matter, nigga.
And he wanna have control over people's motor functions. You know, he wanna have full control over your motor functions and how you think, right? So that way you can't blame him no more. Because Esau is getting tired of being blamed. Right? You see these Edomites online, now they're starting to defend themselves. Well, I mean, the Native Americans were not as innocent as you think they were. Shut your motherfucking ass up, man. Okay, didn't nobody tell your goofy, I mean, the Lord told you, yeah, it was prophetic, but didn't nobody tell you to come over here and slaughter them by the fucking millions? Nigga, the Native Americans, if we can recall, didn't your pasty ass when you came over here to Gad, didn't God give you a portion of their land and say you can go over there and go build your own thing? Who the fuck? But this nigga, nah, I want it all, nigga. You know what I mean? Nigga, you know what I mean? Nigga just slaughtered the whole goddamn village. You a goddamn devil, man.
That's his spirit, though.
Okay? You didn't have to do that. A lot of this shit you didn't have to do, man. You didn't have to turn these women out the way that you did, man. All right? You wanted to because you get off on mischievous practices, man. Fucking Satanists, man. All right, and it's time for you to be removed, man.
They're tired of acting Christian and acting holy.
Yep.
They're trying to act righteous. That's not their spirit at all. We can bring out scriptures to the moon burnout about how these devils are, you know, they steal a man's heritage. They remove the ancient landmarks. They can't sleep till they've done some mischief. Motherfucker have stolen to them. You know what I'm saying? Till they can't get enough. I mean, it's all type of scriptures, bro. You know, but this is did you need that Joel right now?
No, oh yeah, you go ahead and get it. Yeah, you go.
It's Joel 3 and 10. Beat your plowshares. You want me to start at 9? Proclaim me among the Gentiles.
Yeah.
This
and,
is
and that's it. It just start.
Okay.
That's all I want.
Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause my mighty ones to come down. O Lord. That wasn't it? Oh, the weak.
Yeah.
10?
Yeah, it say, let the weak say our...
Damn, I skipped and went to 11. It's a lot. This is Joel 3 and 10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
Yeah, and that's these other nations. Okay, you can see they're rising up against Esau. They're now they're bucking back because the gig is up.
That's right.
All right, the gig is up, man. Ain't nobody afraid of the Edomite. I mean, you got Moab in America. You don't think Moab see them videos of Esau getting knocked out at the goddamn 7-Eleven? You know what I'm saying? Esau like, this nigga weak over there. He getting knocked the fuck out. Look at him. You know what I mean? LGBT propaganda constantly. You don't think these other nations see that? So they don't have any more respect for the Caucasian rulership anymore. So now the weak are saying, we can be strong too. It's time to take this devil out of the goddamn power seat.
It'd be like 10 Edomites getting knocked out by
knocked
one
out
Jake.
by one Jake, man.
I seen a couple videos like that.
Weak ass niggas, man. You don't think these other nations see that? All right. You don't think, when Esau send these militarized troops to these other countries, right? And then the military get over there, and guess what? 30% of that military is women. They're like, what the fuck is women doing on the battlefield?
Spoiled.
You know, they send the goddamn women to Afghanistan, and Ishmael looking like, this is the army of Esau now? Goddamn women?
Even in this IDF, Israel and all that. So the other countries see that.
Yeah.
Iran, all these Eastern countries think this place is a joke because of that.
Yeah.
You're never gonna hear that in America. That's why the weak, that's gonna be one of the reasons why it's gonna get to a point where the other nations are like, why we keep stalling? We got the missiles too. If we all get off first, America just be going. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna just look at that like, man, all this shit, bro. Let's just all let's hit them buttons.
Even NATO and the European Union is coming against Esau, and that's what birthed, okay, the Edomite power structure that we know today. NATO and the EU is coming up against the Western Hemisphere Edomite, man.
The nations are angry.
The nations are angry because of the filth, that Esau has promoted. All right, and then at the same time, you got these goddamn Caucasians that want to protest against ICE. You stupid motherfuckers voted these people in. You voted these policies in. What about Make America Great Again? Did you devils forget that? We told you. We said, look, nigga, Make America Great Again is not what you think. Okay? All right? That's not what you think. And you devils was right there. No, they're wearing MAGA hats. You don't see Edomites wearing MAGA hats no more. Because, Esau is starting to realize that the joke is on him. All right? You didn't walk yourself into a goddamn trap. All right? Back to Obadiah.
This is Obadiah 1 and 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
Yeah, you're small among the heathen. Now, information is coming out, which we always been saying that, but information has been coming out that you're a goddamn caveman. All right? Because where were you in the Dark Ages, man? Don't nobody ever ask that question. You know what I mean? A 1,000-year period, don't nobody know what happened. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Okay, where the fuck was you at, man? You was in the goddamn caves, all right, running around, all right, till your goddamn underwear disintegrated off your funky ass body.
Well, he tried to put himself in that period where we was ruling, where Jake was ruling, and then make it like Europe was so downtrodden and so nasty and filthy that's why it was the Dark Ages. Because he still tried to place himself there. You notice that?
Yeah.
It was just shit, lying in the streets. Yeah, that's when you took over. That's when you took over and just moved up into them castles. The Renaissance.
You took control because, the Southern Kingdom, which was ruling out there in Europe at the time, the Lord wiped out 2/3 of them with the bubonic plague.
And that probably came from Esau.
Yeah. It more than likely because he's a nasty motherfucker. He came out them caves with them diseases.
Yeah.
So that's what. So soon, that's the spirit. Soon as Esau touched down, he brought death to the world again, just like the serpent in the garden. He brought death again, because all that bubonic plague more than likely came from Esau because of them goddamn diseases he carried, man.
They said it was rats, but Esau was coming around.
Yeah.
Fucking wood wolf.
Well, but who was eating the rats?
Oh yeah.
You goddamn. You know what I mean? Talking about it was rats. No, nigga, you Edomites were eating the goddamn rats. You was eating them, and then you was touching shit. You came inside of the castle, you touching shit, touching cups.
In certain parts of Europe, Jake was using you for serfs, and then other parts there was one with your wicked ass.
You's a filthy goddamn, you's a filthy race. All right? and you walking around trying to be civilized, all right? You devils, you Edomites are walking around trying to be civilized in America, but you come from a filthy ass race, a race of cave people, man. All right, and that's what you're going back to in the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
All right, you're not gonna be a civilized citizen in society anymore, man. We sticking your nasty ass back in them caves, man. All right, and you know we'll show up every 3 days to toss you a bucket of slop. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Just throw that slop at that nigga face and let's get out of here, man. This nigga nasty. You know what I'm saying? Go back to so when it says you're small among the heathen, okay, your whole vibration is small. Okay, everything you do is of a base sort.
I looked up civil. The word civil.
Yeah, you get it.
This is the word etymology for civil.
Pretty good with that. I'm gonna get this last
Relating to civil law or life. Here's another one. And he's definitely not about law or life. Relating to a citizen, you're not the original citizens. That's why to this country. That's why Jake is on this thing about the indigenous people. But when you open up Revelations 11 and 8, it calls this place the great city. When you look up the word city, it's dealing with mother. What do you call that? Citizens, really. And then it has another meaning too. But citizens from sea to shining sea, from the east to the west coast. You got the 50 states, United States. The word state means condition. It's supposed to be filled with citizens where you devils stole this country. So that was against the law of the Most High. You removed the ancient landmarks. Okay, that's the definition for civil. So you're not civil. You so-called white people are not civilized. Okay, it says courteous. Let me look up that word. Courteous, court. I want to see what that word. Polite, respectful, considerate. Well, nah, that's not you. I mean, it's just all been an act. So the true devil was coming out, and that starts with the Lord peeling back that veil. Now the devil got to come out because you've been exposed. You're not smart. You don't have a high IQ. You didn't invent everything. Mostly all the important inventions we use today was invented by the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? So everything's coming out. And though most of these people are asleep, you know that, you small hats, which are Edomites, you know that you got to do something before everything is outed. But that's not how the story, that's not how the prophecy tells you. The Lord's going to do away with all of it. So, you know what I mean?
It's even coming out about you small hats. People are getting into the Talmud.
Yeah.
Remember motherfuckers didn't touch the Talmud.
Yeah.
It was like, nah, that's for them only.
Yeah.
We getting, you come to find out, they got laws where, a grown-ass man can have sex with a 3-year-old girl, bite the baby's foreskin off with your teeth. You devils are really nasty, man. Okay, and you've been hiding this information about yourself, okay, trying to hide behind the disguise of a righteous race that does everything in the name of humanity. You've done everything to reverse what we know as life, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never done anything really righteous for the earth. I mean, you did things that in the latter days the elect can use to push the word in the latter days, but everything you did was always an ill intention behind it. When you created the internet, you created that for ill intentions.
He's a parasite, really.
Yeah, he's a fucking parasite. Everything he gets into, okay, everything this man inducts himself into, he always destroys it. Remember they used to have them pictures. Remember them goddamn Edomites used to go find them indigenous tribes. You see one Edomite with glasses, nerdy, with a camera. He hanging out with the village people. Okay, and then 30 years later, how all of a sudden that same island now got a goddamn McDonald's over there. You know what I'm saying? Nigga got a goddamn, nigga ripped the ground up, created a goddamn useless sewage fucking system. You know what I mean? Nigga created this fucking electrical grid that's just sucking out the resources of the earth. That's what he does when he goes over to these goddamn indigenous tribes. He finds a way to take over.
Well, that's his strength, because he don't have no strength. He uses his weakness as a strength. He's a parasite. He'll attach to you as a host, steal your nationality. Everywhere he went, he'll befriend you, learn the ins and outs, And because, you know, the other inhabitants of the earth, they're kind of naive when it comes to the serpent, Esau. They let him in there, then because he's weak. And see, the Lord has given him the blessing of the sword. So he might not even have one, but if he find one, he gonna stab you in the back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. Like, y'all could both have one, but you like, I ain't finna kill that dude. Why would I kill him? I'm going with my family. Why you thinking like that? He's plotting to kill you and overthrow you.
Yeah.
The scriptures say that. You know, so that's what this dude, he's the noisome pestilence in Psalms 91. So anywhere he goes, he's gonna, hey man, it don't matter how it starts. The ending of you allowing this devil around you is complete degeneracy and failure. Okay? In the world, he's been able to have the world think that he's innocent with a smooth face and a suit. He's this nice guy. No, and now the so-called white woman is saying that this devil is the devil, man.
Yeah.
She knows the ins and outs behind her own men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're the reason why America is falling. Not because of the poor. A whole empire can't fall behind the poor. The Mexicans, the Latinos, the Negroes. It's behind the so-called white man's policies why the whole world is upside down.
Yeah. Nobody wants to redirect that finger back to him.
Yeah, because they're scared.
Yeah.
They're scared of this puny ass, bitch ass Edomite.
Like that nigga Anton Daniels, he was afraid to say who his handler is.
So you're terrified.
He was scared to say that out loud, but he's supposed to be this alpha bald head nigga, you know, that's standing up for the black community. Will call the devil out there, man. You gotta identify the problem of the earth.
Yeah.
Back then in the ancient world, it wasn't no secret that this man was the devil, man.
Yeah.
Right? That's why when you read in the book of Job, it tells you that Job lived in the land of Uz. Uz was the land of the Edomites. So Job was directly talking about the Edomites when he was talking about, you know what I'm saying, being chased out. We'll get that, you know, being chased out the earth, and, you know, they bray among the bushes and shit. He was talking about the Edomites because he was seeing Esau with his own eyes do that crazy shit. He was like, these niggas is savages. You can't even leave them with your pets.
I'm just gonna sit the dog, not even by your dog.
Job was directly talking about the Edomites, man. Look it up. In that land of Uz,
Yeah.
it's the land of Uz is the land of Esau.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's common sense. I would never leave my children around the so-called white man or the so-called white woman. You got to be out your mind. Jake do that shit all the time.
All the time.
They're a bunch of natural-born homosexuals and pedophiles. I would never. So they got some nerves to be talking about our people.
Yeah.
So-called white man's a fucking pedophile by nature, man.
Shit, you motherfuckers that did. Go
I got
ahead.
a precept. I'm gonna get. This is a Daniel 4:17. The point is at the end. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and give it to whomsoever He will, and set it up over it, the basis of men. You know, that's the lowest. It's the lowest. Okay, the lowest out of all the nations. His pride is at the highest right now among all the nations, man. The Lord set the lowest. Imagine the Lord setting up an ant to rule the planet Earth. That's Esau. An ant is stupid. Okay, they might even have more sense than Esau. Come to think, you know, because they do stuff in the ground, but Esau is the lowest, and his pride is up here, and his pride ain't gonna let him just surrender. Because if he has sense, but prophecy gotta play out, the Lord gotta take him down. Okay, you get the lowest nigga some power, he going crazy. Look at the planet Earth right now. All the foundations are out of course, and I was thinking about it when I was driving to camp. He's still building shit. Like he gonna just, the scripture said that his inward thought is that his houses should go on forever. He's still building stuff like his rulership ain't coming to an end.
And it could seem like something, because you're looking at a building here, concrete there, building there. It's all oppression. You have no access to that building. Pretty much everywhere this dude go is just concrete and buildings.
Yeah.
That you have no access to, no.
You guys don't mind if I do TikTok? You don't mind, right? TikTok?
TikTok? Nah.
Don't do it?
Nah, because we don't deal with nothing like that.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just everywhere you go, a new hotel, a new goddamn McDonald's.
Yeah.
Poison. You know what I'm saying? You just covering the earth with concrete. No plants, no tree. People don't even ask themselves, ain't no fruit.
Yeah. Why ain't no fruit on the tree?
Bro, it should be fruit everywhere. Homeless people be busting out with a glow.
And then, you know, you got like the restaurants. What's up with the restaurants? Motherfucker, at the end of the night, big ass trays of food, just throw it in the garbage.
That part.
Who sanctions shit like that?
Yep.
The FDA. And who is the FDA run by? The FDA is run by the Caucasian devil, the Edomites, probably a goddamn small hat. All right, so the Caucasian devil is the reason for the suffering on earth. He don't even care to make sure that the homeless is straight. And that's a law in the scriptures.
Yeah, the Edomite is the devil. The so-called white man is the devil.
Yeah.
That's in the Bible.
Straight up, man.
Niggas be acting like they don't know what the fuck we talking
No,
about.
they know the KKK. Don't
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
come on now.
Come
Yeah,
on.
I'm talking to his clown ass looking over
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
Because we black, that's why.
Right.
Why
She
you
said
think
we
they're
black.
looking over here? Because we
I
black.
knew he was mixed with something.
I'm Jordanian. Where do you
Okay.
think we come from? South Africa?
And you can see her spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
God's in me. That's why I stopped.
Okay, then you on this sign. Actually, your ancestors go back. Cause you from Jordan too. I can tell
Jordan,
she.
yeah.
Her
Look at the
ancestors-
chills. I've been
Yeah.
having this since Thursday.
You the Israelite. Well, your descendancy come back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So
Absolutely.
you got a chance to be saved. That's what we out here for.
I'm in recovery 13 years. That's why I stopped. I stopped for homeless people.
Okay.
Am I white? I stopped for homeless
Look at her
people. I
spirit.
give cigarettes. I say hello. You know what? Feed some people. See how you feel. Feed some people in life. See how you feel. Number one thing is people. God saves people, so you need to save. I'm just saying, the homeless are human.
Right.
You see homeless white, you see homeless black, you see Asian purple.
Tell it.
Yeah, that ain't how you see. I mean,
That's right.
at least she knows that that the world is supposed to be governed a certain way. Esau, he don't give a damn about homeless. He don't care about. He's all in it for himself. You know what I mean? These big corporations, it's all about taxing the little guy.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? The American dream is a goddamn hoax.
Well, I'm gonna read it again.
It's always been a hoax.
Well, we in Obadiah. You probably
Yeah.
get it, Shelly.
But let me get this real quick. This is Hebrews 12 and 16. It says, "Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright." And to be profane means you're outside of the temple. Esau, Edom is outside of the temple of the Heavenly Father. Even though they'll get on that television screen and talk about "In God We Trust," Donald Trump will sit there and talk about he's the he's a Christian American or some shit. What's he doing on that Epstein Island? We still don't know what them devils was doing. We still don't know. They never came out with an interview. They never told us, okay, what's really going down. And to come to find out, I just seen a video. They saying that Epstein was actually, he was the supervisor. Donald Trump is the one that really runs the show. You see how these devils get down, man? So this whole goddamn world, okay, has been governed by these goddamn sick ass individuals, pedophile creeps, psychotic motherfuckers. All right, and this is why the world is all scrambled the way that it is, because it's a profane fornicator that's sitting on the throne right now, man. Okay, that sold his birthright. Okay, you got to be a carnal asshole to sell your birthright for a goddamn a bowl of soup.
Well, the birthright was an ancient custom
Yeah.
among the Israelites to pass down a blessing. You know what I'm saying? So Esau, the so-called white man, could have got blessed
That's the only one they have.
with everything he's trying to steal out of the earth right now. He's trying to steal all the earth's resources and hoard it to himself. Well, he sold his own birthright just for he sold his own birthright for
Thank you. All right.
appreciate it. For nothing, because he's impatient. And you can see that same spirit here in Babylon.
Yeah.
You got drive-through everywhere. Everything is a quick fix, but no healing.
Yeah.
That's the original spirit of the so-called, well, the Edomite, the so-called white man.
Even-
according to the Bible.
Even the hospitals are a quick fix. You know, because
They treat symptoms. They
that's
don't-
all. You know what I mean? Cancer, motherfucker be on cancer. You're right here. You're right. Yeah, come right here, bro. Motherfucker be on cancer for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? And just going to chemotherapy, being billed every step of the way.
You get rid of it in 2 months.
Yeah, you get rid of that. You get rid of that in 2 months, man.
Holistically.
You know what I mean? With the proper diet and exercise. But you think Esau is going to tell you that? Who's in charge of the health administration, anyways? Who took out herbalistic medicine? Okay, in the first place, John D. Rockefeller.
Yeah.
Okay, a Edomite, a devil.
In 1910, he took that out.
He took that out, man.
And he outlawed any holistic healing.
Preach.
He was assassinating.
Yeah.
He was assassinating doctors that was healing people with herbalistic medicine. That's how much he wanted to reinvent the world in wickedness. He'll assassinate somebody doing the right thing.
That's why they got that term, oh, well, we can't cure this and that. That's
Yeah.
not real. That's all witchcraft. Life and death is in the tongue. So you hear that and there's nothing I can do. Just go do chemo.
Yeah.
You still eating fucking whatever it is gave you the cancer, but you're going to do chemo. Tell me what sense that makes.
That nigga, you got cancer, and the devil will still tell you, okay, well listen, you can have 2 McDonald's cheeseburgers, but just keep it at 2.
Yeah, just show up.
Just keep it at 2, and just make sure you show up for your appointments.
Yeah.
What kind of advice is that, man? You know what I mean? But hey, that's the world of a fornicator, the world of a goddamn profane person, man.
The original doctor of medicine, which he was a Jake, a confusion of face, speckled bird Israelite, he said it. Hippocrates, he said, let your food be thy medicine.
Yeah.
Because everything they get out of the when they make medicine, they just extracting it from the herbs or the food anyway. But you can't do it that way because when you have these different blockchains of enzymes or whatever's in the fruit or the herbs, they all got different, they link up with different type of I'm looking for the word. But Esau just extract one thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And leave everything out. You can't do that.
Create everything, create a whole bunch of chemical process around that.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I mean? McDonald's, where they getting all of that meat from? Lab created meat.
Right.
What kind of ruler is going to serve his people lab created meat? He don't give a damn about nobody. And they actually talking about they're going to start putting bugs in this food, man.
They don't care. There is bugs in there.
Yeah, there's all,
In the
yeah, there's
cereal
human
box,
meat.
in the wheat.
Yeah.
They're gonna, it's all in there.
Yeah.
It's coming from the ground wheat. You're gonna have a bug.
Right. Yeah, and that's because a caveman is ruling the world right now. Right? Go back to Obadiah. Yeah.
This is Obadiah 1 and 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
There it is right there. So when somebody dwells in the clefts of the rock, what does that make them? Somebody get that, I have given Mount Seir unto Esau, and then could somebody get where it talks about in Job where they braid amongst the bushes?
Can you get that book? Because I was holding.
You know?
You already hold something.
Yeah, because we're gonna go into how pretty much the Caucasian race, all right, contrary to popular belief, these people originate from the caves, man. All right, see, that's the history that they don't want to tell you. They make it seem like, no, we were the great Romans, and we were the ones that civilized the world in general, and we came out with all these great technological advancements. Okay, but in the Dark Ages, where were you? You was running around the caves, all right? You was eating bugs and shit.
Right.
Okay, this is what you were doing, man. All right, that's why it says him that dwelleth in the clefts of the rocks. You was in the clefts of the goddamn rocks. This is why Esau created a world. Like, for an example, look at those apartment buildings, all right?
It looked like Mount Seir.
It looked like a mountain with a whole bunch of pockets in it, don't it?
Yeah, well, that's how it looks when you go to
Yeah.
Mount Seir.
Yeah,
what
exactly.
they
That's
did,
exactly
they took
what it looked
mountains. It looked just like those apartments, but they caved holes like the Flintstones.
Yeah.
They cave holes in the rocks.
Oh, you mean like Petra?
Petra,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Mount Petra, yep.
Yeah, that's the origin of the so-called white man. It's not from Europe. That's all pseudoscience. Look up the word pseudo. It means false. That's pseudoscience to try to put themselves as the most modern, complex human being, and everybody else, dark skin, come from monkeys. No, that's not the true history. And the reason why coming out of the Renaissance period, because they would like to claim being the Greeks and Romans, which that's a lie. The original Greeks and Romans were dark-skinned, Negroid, Japhetic people.
Go see Egypt now. They're all dark.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
But see, during the Renaissance, when Jake fell, they pretty much took all of the archaeology. They had all the math, all the science, all the music, Mozart. None of those guys were so-called white boys.
Yep.
They painted over all the images, so they got a head start with all. A lot of this modern technology and the understanding of math comes from all the different Moors that was throughout Europe. So they got a hell of a start. What you think the Tatar? And I'm not gonna go into it, but the Tatarian Empire is pretty much Jake building all around the world these mega structures that not were only mega structures, but they would like embody different principles of healing and stuff like that. Technologies and shit that the so-called white man say he don't know got there. That's the doctrine he give you now. But really, it's a cover-up over the dark-skinned people that was. So when they came into the Renaissance, they came into all that. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
The word Renaissance means rebirth. Yeah.
So the castles just built itself.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? All them glorious castles. He just come out the caves, He just walk into a castle.
Yeah, when he conquered the dark-skinned nations, it all happened because of prophecy. In Daniel's 8, it speaks about Alexander's father, Philip the Macedonian.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? He took down. First, they was calling themselves Macedonians before they was calling themselves Europeans.
It's anything but
So
an Edomite.
it was prophecy, because you got to understand prophecy. In the end of the world, Yahweh Shai, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, is going to show up to a world ruled by who? Esau, Edom.
Yeah.
So when the scriptures talk about the day of vengeance and the Lord coming back to what established his throne, who is he going to dethrone?
Yeah.
Who put the Lord on the cross? The same people, the Edomites, the Romans. Because the Romans were Edomites. And you got books out there that they've already spilled that truth already.
Yeah.
Over and over. You got scholars that's already. But in American society, okay, they don't educate you here.
Absolutely.
They indoctrinate you.
They
You know?
put you through that educational system. You learning that shit at 3rd grade, how great Christopher Columbus was.
Absolutely.
But Christopher Columbus, he was a goddamn maniac that massacred the Northern Kingdom, the Native American Latinos, as soon as he got over here.
And Christopher Columbus is a good source to use as
And
far
then-
as
and
these
then
people.
Trump wants to take "In God We Trust" off the dollar.
Yeah,
What do
yeah,
you
'cause
say
he's-
about that?
Because he's the devil. I mean, you know,
How?
really, with these devils, it's the serpent, and the serpent we trust. And they just put that on the dollar just to disguise themselves. They play off that narrative that we're the good
Good
Christian
people.
white people. But when you look on the dollar, it's a whole bunch of satanic symbolism anyway. So it makes sense that take that off, because now them horns are starting to protrude out of our head. So it ain't no point in hiding no more.
Well, Washington D.C. is full of Roman construction and what do you call it? Masonic features.
Yeah, come on, man.
Roman culture in itself was completely satanic. It was pagan. So let's just say you don't believe that. Okay, that's not of the devil. Well, paganism is of the devil.
Right.
In Roman culture, Greco-Roman culture is completely
Pagan.
When you speak about a pantheon, pan meaning all, meaning just a bunch of gods. What did the God of heaven say? Say you shall have no God but for me.
That's the first commandment.
Yeah.
That's the number one commandment. Thou shalt have no other God but me. There's only one God, all right, that rules the planet, all right, that rules the earth, and that's Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai, man?
Yeah.
Okay, those are the only gods that matter. But in this world, you could just go on YouTube and just pick a god, man.
President's God, mayor's
Yeah,
God, the priests are God.
You know.
Yep.
The priest couldn't even help me in my situation. He said, please, I don't want to get a divorce. I want my husband. I've been married 30 years.
Yeah, they're not
God
gonna.
can help you. And mind you, he's from Magdalene, Jordan. He has marriage. Oh, no, he doesn't want to be with her. I can't go get a divorce. I'm like, a priest? And I'm crying and I'm getting blue and red. And the wife's like, yeah, that's why his wife's in the hospital now with a heart attack.
Well, you know what the scriptures speak
You're
about?
telling me to get a divorce. We're one.
Right.
Right.
Well,
We're all united.
well, what the Lord said, He said He was going to say, when it pertaining to salvation, He was going to save one or two out of every household. He's not going to save everybody.
Oh.
He's going to bring division. A man of his own house should be of his foes. Really, all I'm going to say, because I know you got to go back to this. What this is all about, the Most High set up in these last seconds of these last days, prophets come out here and gather the scattered among these nations. So, like you say, you're from Jordan. We don't have time to go into the history, but you have a lot of these people on these signs, Negroes, during the time of Book of Hosea that went up into Samaria, and I can clearly tell you one of them descendants.
Well, because all of us, all my family has kinky hair. Where do you think we got that from? The white people?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So you
So
got
we're a multi up there. We
Right.
come from I have to say it, the Europeans, Africans,
yeah. But
and
that's
one more.
and that's what this is about, because the Africans, the Europeans,
Bam.
they're not Israelites.
No.
The Bible deals with nations.
They're talking about Romans and they're telling you they're white. They're not white. They're not Italian.
No,
They're
they-
black, Egyptian.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. You
I'm
got it.
talking about
Italian.
history.
Yeah, yeah,
We're
yeah.
originally
Yeah.
God's people. All
Yeah.
of us are, but the origination
Yeah.
is black.
Chosen.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Nobody's black or white, but I know what you're saying.
But the white people do not want to believe Jesus Christ was black. He's all. He
Well, they
don't
know it.
have a
Yeah.
kind.
The super elite know it. They already know that. That's why they set up so many enchantments.
So if that's God, if God is instilled in you, you know this. You don't even have to read. God is instilled in my body, all of it. That's why from Thursday I had chills to get me to this point, to just tell you guys, they're not haters. They're just trying to tell you guys about life and what they see and their experiences. They're not haters. They're not hating on whites. It's experience, real life
Got that
experience.
Job, too.
They come
Yeah.
from love. So
Yeah.
they're just preaching, that's all. Just some love here.
All right.
Let's get that right.
Okay.
And I'll
Yeah.
see you guys later. Everybody, I just dropped off. You see how quick they ran?
Yeah.
Oh,
Part of our, I do meetings. I'm 13 years
Yeah.
clean off alcohol only. So
Okay.
we do meetings and we connect, right? So she's like, can you just notice how she ran?
Oh,
You
yeah.
don't want to
yeah,
hear this. And
yeah,
all
yeah.
of our book
Because
is
it's the
based.
truth.
All of our book is based on God.
Right.
A book is God.
Yeah.
There's nothing else. It's a spiritual connect.
Right.
Look how she ran.
And see,
Yeah.
Supposed to
and
be-
see,
She's
the
the
Most
devil.
High, that's the Most High's will. The Most High created this as his own movie. That's why we had a script. So when we talking about nations and people might, well, the Israelites, why do they get to be the chosen? What's significant? The way the Most High set this movie up, you're gonna have mortal enemies among these people, but these people gonna get the victory. So just like the animal world, they know, okay, jaguar, no, I'm a big cat, but I can't get with a lion.
Because we're
Like-
the chosen.
Right,
That's
right. So you gotta move like, you gotta have some understanding to know, okay,
Yeah.
this is the will of the Lord. It's the will of the Lord that you receive
Yeah.
this.
Yes.
Not everybody gonna receive it.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Amen, amen, amen.
That's
Amen.
right.
Thank you guys. I'll be
All
back.
right.
You guys are always here.
We'll be here on
Just-
Saturdays.
Yeah.
If you ever
Oh,
want to hear
every
the word,
Saturday.
word,
Yeah,
yeah.
pretty
All
much.
right.
All
You
right.
can always
Awesome.
come
You
get the
guys
word.
will see me again. I'm Tina, by the way.
Hey,
Okay,
nice to
nice
meet
to
you,
meet
T.
Nice to meet you.
All
Nice
right.
to
All right.
you.
Most High, keep
Name?
Makwadash.
Michael?
Makwadash.
Matana.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
You'll
But
get
I
it,
ain't
yeah.
even gonna ask.
All right.
I'll see you guys
questions?
though.
You got any
I
questions?
love
Come
you
back.
guys. Thank you for
All right.
All right, no
bringing
problem.
it up.
All right, sister.
I'm so glad I asked because I was about to go TikTok. I didn't know we were doing
No, it's all right.
It's all good.
We ain't
all right.
trying to get killed.
Safe travels.
That's all right.
All
But
right.
it is what it is.
It is what it is. That's right.
Yeah.
That's
You
right.
can't deny it.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys stay blessed.
Hey,
All
you
right.
too.
You too.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
But you see, everybody knows that the so-called white man is the devil. People are coming out now that we speaking about this. People are coming out and being like, man, finally somebody's saying it.
But she
Because it's what
Jake,
I've been thinking.
she been wondering all them years why she feel like a black woman in her
Yeah.
soul.
Yeah.
She just came up.
Got the confirmation.
Yeah, if she keep coming back, she'll find out. But where are you niggas at?
Yeah.
You
Well,
stupid
they
fucking
putting
niggas.
their head up the so-called white man's ass.
Yeah, you got your. Yeah, that's right.
You know, that's where they at. They brown nosing the so-called white man.
Yeah, you too busy sucking the devil's balls.
But
man.
you know what? It makes sense though that she can see the wickedness of Esau because you can tell she's been out of the country.
Yeah.
The average Negro ain't never been out the country, so he don't know the wickedness of Esau on a global scale. You know, all he knows as far as wickedness is Esau be racist sometimes, man.
Well, shit, this is the worst country
You know?
to be. This
Yeah.
is where the most racism at. But Jake don't care.
Jake been forged in this shit.
Yeah,
You know, Jake has been turned into something else.
going the other way.
Let's get that now. Let's get that.
With that Joe.
No, let's get him first.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 2 and verse 4. And command thou the people,
Man, now,
and command thou the people, saying, Ye are to pass through the coast of your brethren, the children of Esau, which dwell in Mount Seir.
well in
Oh,
Seir.
Salakia, and dwell in Seir.
Yeah, that's Mount Seir. Okay? Mount Seir is the caves because that was his dwelling. All right? And that was a known thing. It wasn't. See, if Esau said, man, fuck that shit, man, we going to go take over Mount Seir, man, that's our land. And, you know what I'm saying? Hey, all that is cool. Go ahead and go take over Mount Seir. Nigga, that's your inheritance. Right? You can have Mount Seir, bro. You know, you can do whatever the fuck you want over there, because that's where you belong. Read it again, man. That's where you devils belong. You belong in the goddamn caves.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 2 and verse 4. And command thou the people, saying, Ye are to pass through the coast of your brethren, the children of Esau, which dwell in Seir, and they shall be afraid of you. Take ye good heed unto yourselves, therefore.
Look up where it says, somebody look up where it says, I have given Mount Seir unto an inheritance to Esau. Because that proves it too, but it's another one. It's another scripture that says it.
Is that in the top of it?
Yeah. You get verse 5. Okay, that's
I know in Maccabees he's talking about it, but I don't know if he said that.
No, he got it. It's right here.
Verse 5, Meddle not with them, for I will not give you of their land. No, not so much.
Yeah, and why did the Lord say I would not give you of their land? Because they didn't have shit. So his Lord's like, I'm not giving you. I mean, come on, it's the mountains. The Lord was leading us to a holy place. All right, this is dealing with, during the times of the wilderness. The Lord was He was leading us to the land of milk and honey. That's why the Lord kept saying, I'm going to give you the land of milk and honey. I'm going to give you the land of milk and honey.
In contrary to what it is today, it's a desert because the real people are not there. The heathen have pretty much parted the land among themselves, so it's a desert. But when the Lord gave it to us, it was fruitful.
Yeah.
And all the earth resources and the animals. Because you think about Africa, the fucking zebra and the lions and shit was more up that way.
Yeah.
In the what they call it, the Fertile Crescent.
Yep. Everything was growing to its fruition. But the Lord said, I'm not going to give you Mount Seir. I'm not going to give you Mount Seir because that ain't shit. That's just a bunch of niggas wiggling in a cave. Why would I give you that?
It's the mountainous desert.
Yeah.
With nothing.
Fuck would I give you that for? Don't. That's why the Lord said, don't even meddle with them. Don't even worry about them niggas. You know what I mean? Don't worry about that. I'm giving them that to them. Go ahead.
Meddle not with them, for I will not give you of their land. No, not so much as a foot breadth, because I have given Mount Seir unto Esau for a possession.
What is Mount Seir? Mount Seir is the goddamn caves, man. I have given Mount Seir unto Esau as a possession. You see? So that's where you belong. That's literally your land, man. Okay, so if you wanted to go to Mount Seir and you wanted to enforce a democracy over there, because it might not even be nobody over there. So you have a fresh start. You can go over there and go get it cracking, man, and do whatever you want to do. You know, you can build a McDonald's over in Burger King if you want to over there. That's your land, right?
And I was just going to say something. During the third industrial revolution, when they had Jake in bondage, that's when America was great. You had influential minds. Jake wasn't socially engineered. Now Jake don't even have no original thoughts. And now you see Esau's society crumbling.
Yeah.
Jake is not producing no more music, no more nothing new, no more inventions. Because Esau done took, he done took it upon himself. Oh, I'm great now, his pride. But bro, you've never been great by yourself, dog.
Yeah. You ain't never been that dude, bro.
Yeah. Now Jake, they don't want Jake no more, but now your shit crumbling though.
Yeah. Because what is Esau supposed to do? You supposed to get the basketball and dunk it now? You devils know you can't do that.
Nigga, I don't ever want to see no white boys.
Okay?
No
You devils know you can't. If Jake decided to withdraw out of your entertainment organizations, your shit'll crumble overnight.
That's
What the fuck is you? What you supposed to get in the ring and box, nigga?
It's traumatizing watching real Edomites do shit like that.
Do shit, try
Dance
to
and play
it's
basketball.
like, God, get that nigga off the
Like
screen.
if you a kid, you'll be scarred looking at
Yo, get that nigga. What the fuck is it? Remember that first basketball game in black and white? Remember them niggas?
Yeah.
Them niggas was bouncing the ball like this. That nigga had one direction. That nigga had
ball like that.
That nigga went one direction with that ball and tossed it up and still missed. You devils is weak as hell, man. Goddamn caveman, monkey motherfuckers, man. All right? And Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is exposing you for the goddamn scoundrel that you are, okay? You get that in Job, and then we'll go back
Job
to
3:1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock.
Yeah, so you can't leave these devils around any livestock or any animals, because look what Esau is doing to the animals. Okay, who came out with the idea of put a leash on the dog, just drag it around the city?
Yeah.
And Esau, nigga, kissing the dog in the mouth, and nigga having sex with his woman in front of the dog in the goddamn room. Esau hitting his woman, scarring the dog's mind. This, he nigga got the dog sitting at the goddamn table eating spaghetti with the dog.
Well, the dog is popping the woman.
Yeah, the dog is, Esau film it.
Esau is
He's a weirdo, man.
The white woman is in the apartment single,
Yeah.
popping the dog.
Popping the fucking dog, man. That's why a lot of these white women, they find that comfort. They don't want to get no man, but they have a goddamn big ass golden retriever.
Yeah.
Okay? Come on, man. You can't leave this devil even around the animals.
She had to even,
You can't leave these devils. You can't leave these devils around no goddamn animals. Or worse come to worse, he'll do what he always did. He'll goddamn expel this motherfucker, man. You know what I mean? He'll get,
he might be.
No.
hell
Goddamn.
No, I seen the way he tried to humble his face. I don't know.
Esau is gonna be humbling himself in these times.
Yeah,
That nigga's a goddamn. You know what I mean? These goddamn devils. Take these goddamn. Take these goddamn animals and experiment on them. You know what I'm saying? Cut the goddamn dog's penis off. Cut his goddamn tail off. Trim his ears down. Like, this nigga brutalized the animals, man, for no apparent reason.
And his fake science will tell you that it's for their better.
Yeah, it's for their betterment. We gotta neuter the cat. You know, it's having too much sex out here. What are you talking about, man? What the fuck are you talking
I
about?
seen a video where there's a cat, they just removed his testicles, and the cat's looking at himself literally crying.
Wow.
Yeah, that shit is
and
wicked,
Esau just, well, that's for the better of you.
Man, I hate this.
They say that.
It's better that you don't use this penis.
Well, the scriptures say you're not supposed to add house on the house. You're not supposed to join house on the house. So you wouldn't have to neuter the animals. They love coming down here. Let's go find them and come down
They coming off the next line over, they gonna cut that shit off.
here.
Cause they used to do it on Colorado when
See?
we was over there.
Yeah.
They got right there. Okay, we cut it off now.
Yeah. See? Yeah, yep.
Hopefully they really got
That's
some.
on camera too. You see how they always make sure that, okay, go disturb them, because you know what, a lot of them firefighters are Freemasons anyways. You know what I mean? So it ain't nothing for them to get a call and go disrupt the prophets over there. There might not even be no real firefighters in that truck.
They gotta
Some
play
fucking
that shit
agents with a goddamn uniform on, coming to disturb us, man. But you know, that's besides the point. But
I was just saying real quick, you don't have to if you didn't stack everybody up in these cities and you let people expand and have land and grow their own food and have cattle and get rid of this fake money system, you wouldn't need to neuter the animals.
Yeah.
Because the animals would be able to live off the land. You know?
yeah, man.
You can't you want to jam dogs and cats in apartments
Yeah.
and leave them there for 8 hours.
What the hell?
Them niggas spend a whole lifetime without really, animals supposed to get it in. They supposed to like
30-minute walk a day.
Right.
They think that's good
Yeah.
enough. Esau science will tell you a 30-minute walk a day. Go walk the dog. Go 30
tickles
minutes a
and
day.
bits. And then the food, you gotta ask yourself, any fucking food that can sit on a shelf
Yeah.
for like 50 years, nigga, that's cancerous to the animals.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why the animals, motherfucker, die at 3 years old.
Yep.
Talking about that's dog years. Come on,
Yeah.
man. Use a fucking devil, man. You got it, but yep.
It says, for want and famine, they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former time, desolate and waste.
Yeah, for want and famine. Because after the Roman Empire fell, Esau fell. You see, he fell, right? He fell hard. All right, he got famished. His population was starting to dwindle. So the nigga had a bright idea. Let's go into that wilderness and, let's get in touch with our roots. You know what I'm saying? That'll keep us alive. Then the niggas start surviving off bugs and plants and shit. Right? This is history. This is facts, man. Okay? Yeah, you might have to add. What scripture was that?
Job 30 and 50.
Mine too. Man. She gonna get on mine too.
Go ahead, yeah. 32.
Go.
3 and I think it was Job 3
She
and
gonna
2.
get on mine too. Hold up.
Look it up on your phone. Yeah, because you Satanists, all right, you satanic Edomites, all right, you've been the problem of the earth, okay, ever since the inception, all right, ever since the inception, ever since you came out the womb, all you've done is spread evil and deceit upon the earth. And now you got the Edomite, he's begging for some sort of mercy, right? But like the scriptures say, since you've pursued blood, okay, blood is gonna pursue you. So you devils is not gonna get no mercy. Don't nobody give a fuck that Renee Good, okay, or that nigga Pretty got shot in that street, all right? Esau crying out for everybody to help him. And a lot of you coon ass black niggas is gonna help the goddamn devil too. All right, you feeling sorry for Renee Good? Come on, man, that good old white lady didn't deserve that. You niggas is gonna die with the goddamn devil, man. All right, it's a good thing that Esau is getting, he's getting trampled down on the streets. When nobody feeling sorry for our people, okay? When Jake was getting lynched on the tree, when the KKK was literally going inside of Jake's house, dragging him out the house, murdering the father in front of his kids and his wife, humiliating them. Okay, then nobody had no sympathy for Jake. All right, go ahead.
This is the book of Job, chapter
No,
30.
3 and 2. 3 and 1.
Oh,
Three.
thank you.
Oh, yes, that one? Okay. No. Yeah, you're right. Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
This is the book of Job, chapter 30 and verse 2.
3.
3. For want and famine, they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former time, desolate and waste,
Keep going.
who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat.
For their meat, okay? So that's how Esau was surviving, all right? He was surviving off of mallows and juniper roots, all right? Really just anything he could get his mouth on, all right? He was eating each other. Esau was cannibalizing each other. They were cannibalizing themselves in them goddamn mountains, all right? You ever see, look, go on YouTube and go look up the Whitaker family, all right? You look up the Whitaker. Look at some of you brothers you out there, you know what I'm talking about. The Whitaker family, bunch of inbred Edomites grunting, right? And they somewhere in them backwater states out here. But them motherfucking the Edomites in a goddamn house. The whole house is just completely retarded and degenerate. Nigga eyes twitching. Right? The Whitaker family. Look them up. That's how Esau was. That was Esau's natural estate. Okay? So it was a goddamn miracle that the Lord put something in his mind for him to come out them caves. He was like a newborn baby. He was like, God damn, I've been bugging out for 1,000 years. God damn, what have I been doing? And then Jake, cleaned them up, and now we got what we got today. But before Jake cleaned them up, he was a god. He was like the Bigfoot, the Edomites, they were like a mysterious sighting. Like, what the fuck is that? A dirty motherfuckers, nigga, covered in dirt, hair all over his body, you know what I mean? Nasty clothes, right? And Esau's history, you go into his movies, he tried to make it seem like everybody lived like that. No, nigga. There were kingdoms, there were palaces at that time. Jake was clean. That was that was like that Shakespearean era. Motherfucker, Jake was clean in a motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? Jake was clean. Yeah. Right? You devils, you were the dirty little goddamn weasels, okay? That nigga, as soon as he get in that bath water, as soon as that nigga touched that motherfucker, the whole bath water just turned black. They had to keep swapping out the bath water. I gotta get another water in for that nigga, man. That nigga dirty as hell. That nigga got that ancient dirt. You ain't gonna scrub that off in one day. That was Esau, man. Go ahead.
Verse 5. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief.
Yeah, after a thief, because Esau was a thief. He got pushed into the caves, all right? Because, really, the world came to a realization like, we could do better without this man, right? Because just before the Renaissance period, right, it was the goddamn Roman Empire. And everybody remembers what you devils was doing in the Roman Empire, okay? It was fucking faggots. That's what you were. All right, you were idolatrous homosexuals. All right, that was bloodthirsty for violence, man. All right, and you ruled the world with an iron fist, and you were selfish, and you were hateful. Okay, the Roman Empire, you niggas was so wicked, you was imploding in yourself. Remember Nero? He started going to war with his own goddamn comrades. That's why he put him. That's why that's Nero, because he committed suicide. Nero committed suicide because the walls were closing in. Because everybody was trying to get him out of there, even his own goddamn his own race of people.
And that was what I was saying earlier. Any type of civilness that came out of these devils, it came from the dark-skinned nations, going back to Esau's inception. He was birthed out of two so-called black people. The so-called white man came from two so-called black people. He received the curse of Cain, which was stripped of his pigmentation. So he came from Hebrew. He was a Shemite, and his father was a Hebrew. But then when Isaac died, what? That was really the beginning. So yeah, we talk about the cavemen days, but none of like anything that has to do with being civil comes from you devils. Your natural spirit is going into this base creature. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, when you left Isaac and you went to do your own thing, that was the beginning of you devils, you so-called white people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so when they try to look into their history and be like, oh yeah, we did this and we were doing this. A lot of that shit still go back to so-called black people.
Yeah.
You learned it. You learned everything from so-called black people, from your earliest inception. That's why they had to come with pseudoscience
Yeah.
to try to act like they didn't get all of their shit from so-called black people.
Yeah.
You just took all the math. Everything you got comes from math. The word Hebrew, math in the Hebrew is amath, which means truth. Truth. 1 + 1 is 2. And so when you deal with music, right, you go back to the medieval, those were so-called black people. Shakespeare, Mozart, so-called, where you get math from? Music is math.
Yeah.
So-called black people just got that in them. That's a custom that the Lord gave to us, man. So you mean to tell me the average so-called white man can't catch a 2 count, a 4 count?
That's why he came out with that rock and roll shit, just some shit. Just no
Screaming, yeah, because
no
yeah.
rhythm, no nothing.
Original rock and roll was it had so it had
That Jimi Hendrix, that
Yeah.
it had that. Well, rock and roll is a branch off of blues music.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And blues music was real upbeat and soulful, and then came rock and roll.
Well, when you deal with music and producing, you learn about a 4 count. That's the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah.
1, 2,
BPM
3,
counter.
4. 1, 2, 3. The damn white man, he can't keep that. So how is he the orator of music? That's math. That's truth. That's science.
Yeah.
Where did he get math from? He got it from our people.
Well, that's because when he was in the caves, his music was howling at the moon. That was his. That was their songs.
Well, rock and
Yeah,
roll
that
is the white man trying to reinvent what Jake was doing, but they can't.
Yeah.
They can't do it like that. Chuck Berry and all them guys. James Brown. He can't do it, so he gonna look crazy. Kiss, whatever. I don't know none of them weird ass.
Marilyn Manson, that goofy ass weirdo shit.
And then the white man brung the faggotism into music.
Yeah.
And was dressing up Jake back in the day with all that faggot shit.
Yeah,
Jake had the austere voice, but them niggas out there wearing tights. That was the small hat doing that, man.
That weirdo shit.
Yup.
You know? Keep going.
This is the book of Job, chapter 30 and verse 6. To dwell in the cliffs of the valley, in caves of the earth,
Caves of the earth. Go ahead.
and in the rocks.
Yeah, so for niggas to sit there and say the so-called white man ain't no caveman, there it is right there. In the caves of the earth is where this nigga came from. The depths of hell. You know, they say the depths of hell, he literally came from the depths of hell, man. All right? To deceive the nations. All right?
Yup. People don't know that history of Isaac and Jacob. Isaac and what's her name? Jacob and Esau.
Yeah.
That's the true origin story of the so-called white man, not the fucking Europe 50,000 years.
No, you know.
That's destroyed the world, really.
Yeah.
You know,
People have no idea that's who he is. He's a carnal jackass.
he's a serpent.
He's a goddamn serpent. You know what I mean? And he started off wrong because remember, Rebecca told her 2 sons. She said, "Look, go marry the women of this nation." This nigga went to go get a Hamite woman immediately. You know, remember they was mad at Esau for that. I was like, nigga, why you go get a goddamn Hamite woman? But really, that was prophecy, right? You can't have that nigga around no clean women. Send that nigga to them goddamn wicked ass Hamites just like him. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 7. Among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth.
That's it, yep. And remember, Job lived in the land of Uz, which was the land of the Edomites. So who was he talking about? He was talking about the Edomites directly because he was watching them niggas do this shit. Imagine you watching Esau bray around the bushes and, you know what I'm saying? You watching this nigga fondle animals and shit. That's why Job was saying what he was saying, like, these niggas is nasty.
And it also
You know?
said he was chased forth from among men because even the other nations knew. Look, man, when you go into the dark skinned nations chasing him off into the Caucasus Mountains, that wasn't just one group. That was everybody. Like, hey man, nah, man, get your ass up there.
Man.
How you think they got so high into the Caucasus Mountain? That's a cold ass. That's like the worst part of that area. You push that nigga up over there.
They probably had a decree like, nigga, if we see you down here, you dead.
But
You
that's
know?
why they kept coming down.
Yeah.
They had to try to like.
Yeah, they had to try to sneak their little food.
Yeah.
That's why they was like, it got to a point they was like the Bigfoot nigga just sneaking around.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Where it wasn't so cold.
Some
we
naked, hairy nigga, man. You know what I mean?
Weirdo.
Go ahead and go back to Obadiah. Yeah?
This is Obadiah 1 and 3. The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
And these technocrats, they got a lot of pride because they think they finna reinvent the world in their New World Order scheme of merging mankind with technology. That's a lot of pride to think that the Heavenly Father is gonna let you get that goddamn far, man. All right, this was already far enough. This is already driving people crazy. All right, this little fast food weirdo world that you created. Okay, now you think you finna have AI run the world? You're crazy as hell. The Lord finna stop your black ass, man. All right, this shit can stop. Go ahead, cause you devils got a lot of pride. Look at Noah Harari and that goddamn demon nigga Klaus Schwab. Look how prideful they talking. Well, this is what we have for the plan. In 30 years, we should have this. And you ain't gonna have shit, nigga. Okay, in 30 years, you gonna have a goddamn chain on your neck, nigga. Okay, and we gonna be marching your black ass to Jerusalem, man. All right, that's where you gonna be in 30 years, you bastard. All right,
And it's not gonna be quick. It ain't gonna be like, let's just get the slave over real quick. 1,000 years.
yeah.
I'm a young man, and it feel like it went by fast, but it went by slow. Imagine 1,000 years of getting your ass whooped. It's gonna go by extremely slow.
Yeah.
Extremely. You gonna be like, damn.
real slow.
Year 10, we got 900.
5 minutes of okay. Think about a nigga engulfed in flame from his foot all the way to his head. 5 minutes of that is like hell on earth.
Right.
These devils, they
Imagine, oh my bad.
No, you got it.
Imagine 1,000 years, okay, of going through that level of extreme hell. It's gonna be very slow for you, man. All right, it's gonna be a painful, recompense upon Esau, Edom, man.
Yeah, they about due for that. 'Cause they
Yeah.
just bitter. These Edomites, they just mad at everybody. Nigga,
Yeah,
everybody should be mad at you.
Right.
The whole world is taking up that proverb, that taunting proverb against you, but you mad at everybody else.
Like you didn't do nothing. Esau, he walk around like he didn't do a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like all of this shit.
It's your spirit. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, we wasn't the ones that had you. And said, it's your spirit.
Yeah.
You look at an Edomite and he's just mad at you. He's insecure. Just some of everything that has to do with just wickedness, man. Gay.
Yeah.
Nigga trying to, nigga, you can just feel the homosexual vibe off the nigga. It's like,
Yeah. What's wrong with this nigga, man? He's a guy. Hey, Esau is a base man.
yeah.
He's everything carnal. He's the devil. Go ahead.
And it says, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, this will I bring thee down.
Yeah. Esau has created a world to where he sits at the top, right? Like the elite bankers, right? You know what I mean? They control the world that we know today because they control the banking industry. If you control the money, all right, you fund everything, right? You fund everything, and you get to you get to remain on top. That's how the Amalekites, because how they got into the power, all right. A lot of it they were lending to other countries. They used to lend shit to other countries, and then they would charge like triple interest. So, you know, they would lend this, lend that, and then the motherfucker owed them triple interest, and then Amalek would just spread that amongst their people. You know what I mean? So that's how they was able to. A lot of that was how they was in prophecy, of course, but a lot of that was founded through their little banking system. All right, so
Satan's kingdom.
Satan's kingdom. So a lot of these Edomites, they think that they can't be touched because they got all the money, right? But for the most part, okay, the Lord is getting ready to dry up the money. Your money is not going to mean anything. All right. That's why, you know, these devils, they like to remain in the shadows. Where are the Rothschilds? You don't see the Rothschilds or the DuPonts walking around, right? Because they're afraid of being publicly shamed, because they know that the shit that they doing. So they gotta link up with each other and only keep a small community amongst themselves, right? And hide behind their money. Okay, but the Lord is going to shut that down, because, hey, like the scriptures say, can somebody get that real quick? Rich is gotten by deceit. Because really, this shit that you gotten, all of this money that you got, Esau, is riches gotten by deceit. All right? We just went into how you was a caveman. Cavemen are not rich. How did you get rich? You got rich by the rape, robbery, and murder of the Israelites. And then you using the Israelites to propel yourself forward. How about you get your funky ass out there on that NFL field and risk your body, okay? You know?
And among Jake is the former of all things. Jake is the former of all things. So Jake, when you talk about how the black dollar, I use black, I'm talking about all the tribes. So-called black men, they say that the so-called black dollar, right, in society builds like billions of dollars a year. Why isn't this money coming back to the so-called black people? That's because the scriptures speak about us, our people being lively, very lively people. So the nations are known as the dead. These nations, they're not gonna put some clothes on and they'll just put anything on. You know, Jacob take something and bring a spirit into it. You know, how many times has Jake been used to save corporate America?
Right.
So if you take the Israelites, the actual commodity, of course you're gonna get rich.
Right.
Because you're taking, again, use that black dollar analogy. Anything black people touch. What's this guy, the tendernism nigga? Some black nigga just put this one white boy on, I believe he's a Jake, with the tendernism with the barbecue. I can't believe y'all ain't seen that. It's all over social media. It's this barbecue spot, this little old black guy. Everybody thought he owned the shit because people are driving way out to Marietta to go taste this barbecue, all because this little old Jake will take a piece of that barbecue and be so
fall off the bone.
and then do some little shit that Jake do. It came out that this white boy was just using Jake, and it's not really his restaurant. So now people are like, man, we ain't driving out there. Fuck all that. We just got you a whole bag.
Right.
We thought this was Mr. Tendernism. But that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
The so-called white man took these people, and that's how his kingdom became great, because the Israelites are great people in their spirit.
Every
You see what I'm
major
saying?
corporation is owned by a small hat. If you look it up, man.
Yeah,
The NBA, small hat. NFL, small hat.
yeah.
Universal Music Group, which Universal Music Group controls all record labels, small hat. UFC, small hat.
Yeah.
You see? So that, but who? All of them organizations I just mentioned. Who's the driving force behind it? Who's the reason?
Who's the talent?
Who's the talent behind the NFL? You think it's the so-called white man? Is he not out there? And they'll sit there. Oh, the quarterbacks, the quarterbacks.
Tom Brady.
Well, let me tell you something. A lot of them quarterbacks are Israelites, but then a lot of them quarterbacks, if they are Edomites, right?
Propped up.
They give them a goddamn great offensive line and just have them in the pocket. Just throw that goddamn football. You know what I'm saying? But you don't see no Edomite quarterback doing no Michael Vick shit. You know what I mean? He scramble and go juke. Nah, you know what I mean? Come on, man.
Well,
You know?
guys like Michael Vick and them guys, the line, they wouldn't guard shit for them guys.
Mm-hmm.
So line break down as soon as the goddamn snap.
Yeah.
You're like, goddamn, no wonder you gotta run.
Yeah.
You get another dude, Edomite,
Yeah.
the line, I mean,
Yeah,
this
the
dude,
line is
he
the
could go to
perfect.
sleep. He could
Eli
catch a
Manning
nap
and
behind fucking-
Peyton Manning, they had the perfect line.
Yeah.
They had the perfect offensive line that'd just keep them safe. So everybody, oh, they throw that football, and everybody think Esau great. No, you ain't great, nigga.
And again,
Okay.
a lot of them are Israelites, like
Yeah.
Tom Brady,
Yeah.
what's this other guy?
Tim Tebow.
Yeah, they're all Israelites. They're speckled birds. They look like so-called white people, but they go back to the people on this side.
Yeah.
That's why they can do what they do.
Yeah, that's
Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
What's his other guy name? The actor, Leonardo DiCaprio,
DiCaprio,
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
All of them guys are Israelites, Negroes that look like so-called white people.
Yeah.
And that's what the scriptures are speaking about, the mystery to the Gentiles. The Lord said he mingled his people among these other nations to hide. Not everybody gonna look like a Negro.
Like, you got
Italians, Irish.
you got so-called white people that are in the camps.
Yep.
That are in Great Millstone camps. He looked like a so-called white person, but he got the spirit of the Lord on him. How is that possible?
But that's why, they call people wiggers. Some people are acting, but you have a lot of so-called white people you think that are actually, their descendants go back to these people.
Yeah. That's right. Go ahead, you got it.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10 and verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Yeah, and that's how you've been able to, get a rise to the top, because of unrighteous dealings. Okay? This nigga Esau has created pretty much a system where he's just giving out faulty contracts. How do you think he's been able to bring in the Federal Reserve note, a piece of paper, and make that the goddamn standard of the currency? That's a lousy contract. Look, man, give us all your resources, China. We'll give you 2.5 billion. But what the hell is 2.5 billion in cash?
Yeah.
Really, when you really think about that, if you go to a goddamn island where people have never heard about no goddamn cash, right? They've never seen a Federal Reserve note, and you go over there and say, man, let me get some of that meat, man. Here, I got this for you. Motherfuckers will look at you like, man, get that shit out. They'll probably slap that shit out your fucking hand. What the fuck is a fucking piece of paper, man?
What that is free labor.
Yeah, that's what it is.
If you can convince a nigga, man, look, we'll give you $5 billion. Just build up all these big ass sky towers and shit.
That means something in America.
You know what I'm saying? That's free labor.
But you know, he was giving that out because he was giving that type of shit out because you know, the other nations, you know, because really you could only spend that money really in America, right? So he's like, here, we'll give you 2.5 billion, and then you could come out to America and ball out. So back then, America was the place to come to. So they're like, shit, 2.5 billion credit in America, and I could go out there and go get a boat, and I can get it cracked. Oh yeah, for sure. But now the other nations, they looking at America like it's a goddamn wasteland over there. I don't give a fuck about that money.
Yeah, it's homelessness.
Like, what the fuck I want to give a fuck? Let me get that money out of here, man. So now he trying to throw tariffs. You don't want to make a deal with me? I'll put a goddamn tariff on you. All right? He's this nigga's a sore loser because his witchcraft ain't working on nobody no more. All right? All that shit was bullshit, and it was riches gotten by deceit. Okay? Let's go back.
How long shall I be laden with thick
Yeah.
clay? That's part of that taunting proverb I spoke about earlier. How long are you going to be in debt? These other nations are starting to see that now. Like, god damn,
Yeah.
man.
What the fuck are you? This nigga been in. No, people don't even know that the so-called white man got everybody out here in debt.
Yep.
And you out here thinking that you living a good life, you paying off your car note, nigga. But you're in debt by another wicked man's dealing. Something you had nothing to do with. How is the American country in trillions of dollars in debt?
The money system is fake. It's rigged.
Been giving
It's not real money.
IOUs out, man.
That's why it's being depreciating every day. Hey, you people gonna catch hell for it. Why you want to sit around and just bread and circus your fucking self to death? Look how they walking like zombies. Look.
Yeah.
Like they don't even.
Robots.
It's a bunch of fucking zombies. That's why your country's going down. You stupid so-called white man. You know.
Yep. Esau, you finished, man. All right. Your time is up. You got something?
I got something
Yeah.
real quick. It's Jeremiah 49:13. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord Yahweh, that Basra shall become a desolation. That's the capital city of Esau, Edom, these so-called white people. So the Lord is against you so-called white people. The Lord is against America. All these faggots in America, man. It says, Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be a perpetual waste. Look at this clown. You know, hey, this city's a curse.
Yeah.
You got men walking around with smooth faces and wigs,
Yeah.
with dad bods, homosexuals, bisexuals, lesbians, crazy niggas, derelicts on drugs, like people with mental. Everybody's on the fucking brink of fucking snapping, man.
Yeah.
Because the Lord has cursed this place. Why? Over the controversy of the Israelites, our people, man. It says, for lo, I will make thee small among the heathen. Yeah, we already. So yeah, that's 17. Also, Edom shall become a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. You know what I'm saying? People are astonished. You know what I'm saying? At America, predominantly, that's been the spearhead of the so-called white man's power structure. People from foreign countries come over here and pack it up. Be like, man, goddamn.
Hollywood wasn't what I thought it was.
Yeah.
You know, it's just been a bunch of glitz and glamour with this devil, man.
Yep. Just the only thing new that's being built in America is McDonald's, Starbucks,
Yeah, that's it.
more hotel. You'll be thinking, oh, new construction. It's a new Jack in the
It's
Box,
a new Jack in the Box.
24-hour version.
Yeah. That's all. That's his brightest idea.
Nigga, how many more liquor stores and Jack in the Box? Nigga, hotels.
With all of this goddamn construction, he could really revitalize Earth in a big way.
Yep.
He could build eco-friendly shit. You know what I mean? But he not gonna do that.
Because it's not to help you.
Yeah.
It's an illusion. What it say that in Micah? Though we build, the Lord's gonna throw down.
Yeah.
Hey, this devil can't just have everything fall apart overnight. Then you people wouldn't believe his enchantments. He needs to keep you enchanted until he brings that MOTB, the mark of the beast. Then he can let this shit just disintegrate.
Yeah.
Because technically all he's doing is quantitative easing. Just passing out more fake money. Just typing in more fake numbers. Okay, I'll send you 2 million. Niggas, nothing really there backing it. But the more you people believe in it, the more they can get away with it. But now, you people, hey, the dollar just collapsed among these other nations, the petrodollar. So, hey, we could be expecting hyperinflation real soon.
Very soon.
While you idiots continue to walk by and have your little stupid dates and shit.
And blame the so-called white man.
Yeah, and you know,
the gas prices go up to 15.
and they know they could get away with it because these people are dumbified, man. All they want to do is go to work, go drink some coffee, and fucking play all fucking day, man. So don't complain when your ass is you locked out of society.
Yep.
And then when they kill your children in front of you, don't complain about it.
That's right.
Because this is what the point you stupid fucking Americans are allowing everything to go by. You know? Fucking pitiful, man. And then we got the truth. You got so much truth coming out, but they don't want to hear it.
Right.
Because you Americans are weak and you're fragile. You're a bunch of punk, faggot, bitch ass motherfuckers, man.
Yeah,
Lock it. I gotta say it that way.
Scriptures say you are of your father the devil.
That's right.
All right, Esau is he's created a world of empty people that's just starving for attention, because that's really who he is. He's an empty ass nigga that's starving for attention.
Niggas running around speaking hoopla. That's
Yeah,
all that's going on.
that's all that's going on. You know? Go ahead. Let's go back to that.
This is Obadiah 1:4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
We already read that.
Oh, I didn't get the last one. This is verse 5, Obadiah 1:5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
Yeah, basically saying like Esau, you know, his greediness has corrupted the earth, because it's like, you know, really a righteous king distributes the resources evenly, all right, amongst the people, so everybody could come up. That's why when King Solomon, when he had his dominion, the doorman was shining. All Israelites were up. You know what I mean? They all were financially straight, right? Because that's what a righteous king is gonna do. But Esau, he got homelessness, he got all sorts of niggas on prescription medication. Niggas is in the goddamn the mental health hospital trying to figure out what the hell's wrong with them. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, right, you got to pay money for all of this shit. You want to go to a goddamn shrink, you got to pay thousands of dollars for that. You know what I'm saying? So Esau, he's hoarding all the resources to himself. How the hell is niggas like Bill Gates of hell, billions of dollars rich, okay? But everybody else out here is suffering, right? And then they'll do some shit where it's like, oh, but we give to charity. We give a 30,000 charity donation every year. They do that just to save face, man. Who knows if they even give that money? Esau, he's so goddamn crafty. He'll get that money and then he'll find a loophole with his lawyers and get that money back. Okay, give me that money, you know? Or just don't even give it at all, man.
That's what they did with the Cancer Foundation. Yeah. I don't want to say their name. One of the elite families own that, and they're responsible for the cancer.
Yeah.
So the whole medical industry, man, you'll just die. Hey, to have sufficient health care,
Yeah.
especially now, you're just gonna drop dead. And if you actually have it and you go to these hospitals, they're gonna put you to death anyway.
Right.
So it really, if you don't understand the herbs and you don't have the Most High, man, you're in a bad case, man. And that's a God-given right. This devil has literally corrupted the whole earth. You don't even know what herbs to take.
Yeah.
And then if you go get the herbs, a lot of that shit is watered down. So it's not like you getting the real shit.
Yeah.
You go get some colloidal silver or colloidal gold. Yeah. You go get some colloidal silver from Sprouts. That's not the real shit. That's not gonna do anything.
Remember Gad used to heal themselves. Gad didn't have to go to no goddamn doctor, right, with a goddamn building at the time. Gad, okay, somebody gets sick, they knew exactly, okay, go to that forest over there, pick that off the plant, right, and rub that together with this, and you know, he'll be all right. But this goddamn devil, this nigga that, you know, he done found a way to tax you for your own health, right? But he hoarding all the resources to himself, right? Because I guarantee you the elites, well, I'm not gonna say they use herbs, but you know, they're surviving off the blood of children. You know what I mean? Esau survived off the fucking blood of children, man. Goddamn devils, man. So these devils, they've done enough, man. They've done enough for the Heavenly Father to say that's enough, and it's time to remove these niggas off the throne. All right, go ahead.
Yep. This is Obadiah 1:6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
Yeah, his hidden things are sought up. Okay, your religion is proven to be false. All right, Christianity is a goddamn bust, man. And you had a lot of our people go on foot with that shit until the prophets came on the scene. I'll give you that. All right, you did a good job with because you still got a lot of our people that's still caught up in that Looney Tunes cycle of Jesus saves.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And Esau did a good job making sure that, you know, our people believe in that shit to their deathbed. You know what I mean? But I mean, that shit is proven to be false. You know, you know, you come to find out that was actually introduced as the slave Bible, and it was the supremacy of the so-called white man over everybody on the planet. That's why the goddamn the Israelis, the rats out there, right? Whenever they go to war with somebody, they bring out the Bible and start bringing out, well, we have to take over because this is what God says for us. Like this nigga tried to say them Palestinians is Amalek.
Well,
you know what I mean?
They're only using that warrant because we brought out, like you just said.
Yeah.
Because we brought out who Esau Edom is, who Amalek is, so now they're trying to push off Esau to, because Esau is Amalek too. They're trying to push that off to you Americans now.
Yeah.
American Christianity, they're saying it's Esau Edom.
Yeah.
They're being chased out of the earth. They're being the first ones to be exposed. So now they want to push off that Esau Edom, which they're Esau Edom, small hat, to you everyday so-called white people in America. So that's just diminished Christianity completely, because what you Christians are saying is that the small hats are the true Jews of the Bible, so we're gonna follow the Bible through Christianity, but they're telling you that the white people in America are Esau Edom.
Yeah.
So that destroys the whole doctrine of Christianity. Exactly what we've been saying.
Yeah.
The Edomites of the Bible are you so-called white people, the people that the Most High hates, okay? That he's gonna destroy in these last days. Yeah, you see that? So hey, Christianity is destroyed over here in the West.
Yeah.
Okay? Only a fucking copper top will continue with that Jesus Christ narrative. You know?
And it's all being searched out, right? Now things are being looked into, right? Things are being investigated, okay? Because things ain't adding up. In the latter days, things are not adding up. That's why that woman, she had to get out the car and she was like, damn, okay, you know, y'all right. Because she's known her whole life, like, this shit ain't adding up.
And she was really taking it in.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, are we saying something?
Yeah.
She was over here like, oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Well, because she know the white man's the devil. She's been out the country before. You've been out the country, you know that the so-called white man is the devil. And then she mentioned how the priest told her, you know, I guarantee you that was an Edomite priest. Yeah, don't worry about that. Go ahead and go live your high girl summer. Goddamn devil, man. What the fuck is he doing in the priest's office, man? Get that nigga out there. And that ain't how the priests look. The black and white. They got that. What's that little shit that nigga got at his neck?
That's that white and black shit. That's that
Yeah,
Masonic
that's that
shit.
Masonic shit.
Yeah.
You see? Get the hell up out of here, man. You ain't the priest. You ain't nothing but a goddamn caveman monkey, man. All right? And, all right, let your science prove that, bastard. Go ahead.
This is Obadiah 1:7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were
You goddamn right. We're going to keep talking about the so-called white man, okay? Fuck you bitch-ass niggas like Anton Daniels and that goofy nigga Myron from Fresh and Fit, because they want us to stop talking about the white man. Come on, man. They try to make it like, come on, man, this is black people's fault. The white man has nothing to do with this. We all have equal opportunity now. Just shut the fuck up, man. Okay, we got equal opportunity now. Why? Because you could drive a goddamn 2016 Honda Civic. Now we got equal opportunity. But you think that the goddamn elites will share the goddamn wealth with you? You step your ass out there to Switzerland and you even approach their goddamn gate. Them niggas are, you know, I wouldn't even say that shit. They'll probably kidnap your ass and organ harvest your ass, man.
Worse than that, if you can really research the type of, you're not healthy, bro.
Yeah.
None of us are healthy.
Yeah, come on, man.
Okay, according to how we're supposed to be healthy. None of us. I don't care if you blending smoothies every day. And who is that? Because of the so-called white man.
Yeah.
Spraying fucking chemicals in the air, depleting all the water. Okay, recycling the toilet water into drinking water, bottling it up, giving it to you.
Yeah.
Okay, the water's acidic. The fruit don't got no seeds in it. Everything's GMO.
Right.
Okay? The plastic in your the microplastics we ingest every day. It's in the air, it's in the soil.
Right.
It's all because of the Edomite man, the so-called white man. So you can't, look, you're not really healthy, bro.
Yeah. You ain't getting ahead like you think you are.
You feel me? Like when you get these cases of cancer and all these diseases, of course they're gonna say it's hereditary. It all stems from your diet. Years and years and years of you being malnourished and poisoned daily, man. Okay? That's due to the so-called white man. Nobody else.
Come on now.
Okay?
Taxes and shit.
Yeah, so let's stop all of that.
Yeah.
You know, we need to just forgive and forget, nigga.
Couple
Like I said, people are sick because of this, man.
We ain't gonna forgive and forget this motherfucker, man. You
Yeah.
crazy as hell. All right, you crazy as hell to think that, you know what I mean? Like he not supposed to be.
They talking, other people listen, not I ask you questions.
Man,
Get your motherfucking ass up. That's
I wanted to ask you a small question, but
Not
we
like
alright,
that,
no,
man.
we-
We ain't trying to
we
hear
ain't trying to
that.
hear it now.
I'm
I
talking, bro.
I
Get
just
your
go
ass out
away
of
and
here.
leave these gentlemen in peace. I'll say what I was going to ask real fucking quick.
No, that's all right, man.
We don't want to hear what you got to say. Get out of
If
here.
anybody had a piece of advice for
You gotta
European
that
You
nigga-
ain't got no piece of advice for us, man. Go fix your life.
That nigga
Go
got a
fix
hoodie.
your life before you
You
try to
got a
give
hoodie
somebody
with
advice, man.
a hoodie with some sweats and a sweat
And a
jacket.
blazer.
He's an Edomite, man. Esau is finished, man. Get out of here, man.
If you had came respectable, we would have talked to you. But you acting like the animal you are, and that's what we're doing in this lesson. You're an animal. Get out of here.
What I said is your free speech, if you're free speech, I'm not talking.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead.
Get your animalistic ass out of here.
He got some advice for us. You better get the fuck out.
Like, he's gonna be like, yeah, you know what? Shit, pack up and like, he gonna
Get
an
your ass.
epiphany.
This nigga got some pro club nigga with some Michael Jackson dress shoes.
But that's Esau scrambling, and that was an Edomite. Little do y'all know that just came up here bugging out, right? But that's Esau. He's at the wall, right? He's at the wall. He don't know what's going on. How the hell you in your country? You don't know what the fuck going on. Your own people got you strung out on meth.
We was gonna talk to him, but
Yeah.
that nigga said something. I don't
Yeah.
know what he said.
You can't ask a question. We just talk over people. That's what he said. I'm like, wait, what?
Running
All right.
shit.
You ain't
Come
even
on,
asked
bro.
no question.
Come on, man. Yeah.
Bugged out cigarette head nigga.
This is Obadiah 1:7.
What he?
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
Yeah, there's no understanding in Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, because look at the society he's created. Does this world look like it's based off of proper understanding? Is it proper understanding to the ground is just full cement? That's not proper understanding. Put cement everywhere.
The tree is in prison. That motherfucker
Yeah.
got like 2 inches of
That
space.
motherfucker got two. What the fuck is it? You know what I mean? That's not proper. You know, that's not a world of proper understanding. Remember, it tells you in the book of wisdom. Hey, hold on, man. What's
what
going
is
on,
this?
man?
Yeah.
We're not a zoo. What's going on?
No, I'm just a street photographer. I'm like, I don't. It's not just you guys. It's like I go around. Just anyone interesting. Like I just take pictures of them.
All right, that's
I'm
cool.
here to also like just listen to you guys. Like
All right, yeah. I mean, but
I'm not trying to like. I'm not posting it anywhere. It's just like I have a photography class at my school. So
Okay, that's cool. That's you can take a picture. It's just you just don't come up on people.
yeah,
With a
my bad,
camera, you know what I mean?
should've asked. Yeah,
Yeah, you know.
yeah.
But it's cool if you want to take a picture. You say you're a photographer.
Well, I'm also just like, I'm kind of interested in like, I guess like, I don't really understand like, I guess what this is, but like I wanna hear from you guys.
Well, pretty much what we pretty much saying is, well, basically, okay. I'm gonna just say it straightforward. The Caucasian race has ruined the earth. Now keep in mind, right, that some Caucasian people, their bloodline goes back to these people on the sign, so they'd actually be Israelites. They'd actually be a part of us. But the raw Caucasian man has ruined the earth that we know. Let me ask you a question. All right. What do you think about let's just say feminism? What do you think about that? And how has that impacted society?
Well, I mean, like, what do you mean, like, in the basis of like extreme feminism? Or are you talking?
Well, yeah, just feminism. How
the
do you,
definition of feminism is just like wanting everything equal,
right?
I mean, I guess like.
How do you think has that negatively or positively impacted society?
For me personally, I don't think it's like it impacts my life much.
Well, society. It's not society. Do you think it negatively or positively affected
I don't view
society?
like women as like.
Do
less
you
than
think
men.
that it negatively
He's
or
young,
positively?
too.
No,
Positively.
I'm 16.
Oh yeah, he ain't
Yeah,
gonna understand
yeah,
that.
He ain't-
At 16,
I
about women,
I thought it was like
yeah.
19.
Yeah.
But I'm here to like.
Yeah, you should. Yeah. Just listen. Yeah, just listen. Yeah, just listen. Yeah, go ahead. Go. Let's go back to the. Yeah.
But what you gotta, just a little bit more. These names right here, this is the true name of the Heavenly Father. Paleo Hebrew, the Son.
Can I take a picture of this?
Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. If you happen to go back to this line of the true bloodline of the Israelites, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, when the Lord returns, cracks the skies, and returns this place, what the world would ignorantly call UFO invasion, all of it is a psyop by the U.S. government. The U.S. government actually knows that this is the angels. That's the biggest threat that can possibly happen to them, and this is what we're out speaking about. If you're on this sign, you can be saved from the Armageddon that's coming here, the Valley of Troops, World War III, nuclear missiles. Another thing is these people on this sign, for all of the hell that they've endured on this side, they're going to receive new bodies and become immortals. Like when you think about some movies where dudes been living for millions of years and they got crazy powers, motherfucker can destroy worlds, and Dragon Ball Z. All of those cartoons are reanimated from the scriptures. They won't tell you that. These Hollywood directors, the Avengers. So these people on this sign, the kingdom of heaven is about a rulership on the earth forever. And these people will be immortals forever. And they'll rule the earth forever. You see what I'm saying? Only a remnant. So we come out here with this doctrine to cause you to have faith on it. And if you have faith on it, that's what the salvation is about. That's what the scriptures speak about, the book of life. Some are written into the book of life and some are not. So you could be, your ancestors, you could go back to the Irish, you could go back to the Italians, you could go back to what? You got Filipinos, Cambodians that go back to our people. But if you're an actual heathen nation, like an Edomite, an Ammonite, an Ishmaelite, an Arab, or so-called Chinese, hey, the Lord got nothing but smoke for you when he
Okay,
comes back.
so there's no like salvation
Unless you're of that lineage,
you're an Israelite.
that covenant.
What if you're like, because I'm like, I think like 40% Irish.
What's your father? What's your father?
My dad is Irish.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. You might be one of these people because the original Irish were so-called black people.
Yeah, they were exiled by,
Yeah.
I always forget his name.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, you're an Israelite. You
And
know,
I was about to say that anyway. I could tell.
You're an Israelite. You know.
Conor McGregor, he don't know it either. See, the American school system is all indoctrination. The elites wanted to keep this out of people's minds so we could create this division. But like guys like Conor McGregor and shit, yeah, he don't know. He just he a light-skinned nigga.
Yeah, he a light-skinned dude. He a
By
light-skinned
the time you go third generation, you're not gonna look like this no more. Because if he have a seed over there with a white woman, his seed might come out look like a white boy. That child by the time third generation, he's still of this seed though. The man carries the sperm. So the spirit, you don't have a mix. Like you might get your DNA, okay, on the outside, 20% this. But the Heavenly Father don't give you a mixed spirit. Okay, I'm gonna mix your spirit up. It's gonna be
half
sort of
Ammon,
Israelite.
half
No.
Ammon,
You're an
half,
Israelite.
half Ishmael. No. Yeah. So
Is there like a particular like book you guys like follow?
The
or
Bible,
anything?
scripture.
The Bible in history, we go into history, all types of different sources that align with the scripture. When you go into secular history, the real secular history lines up with the scriptures. I'll just say that. And when you
So
go
it's
into
like
school,
a mass of like multiple different books.
no.
Or just like,
It's one book, and the history backs up this one book.
yeah, different books of
Yeah.
history, like
Historical facts back up this, but it's all predicated off this one book.
yeah.
The KJV, the King James Bible.
Is there like a main like teacher or anything who like started the? I guess.
I mean, it's all through the Spirit. You know what I mean?
okay.
You know, it's just all. It's really because really, the prophets are all main teachers. You know what I mean? So it's all. If you run into a prophet, right? You just learn from that prophet. You know
trying
what I mean?
to ask you, where do you get anything that he could latch on to find anything that's from? But you really got to have faith.
Yeah.
You know, the Bible. But if you want to hear what we're talking about, right? There's sources about the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, how do you know that the people, the indigenous in America, were the 11 tribes? You know what I'm saying? Arthur Kessler, you can read his books. 13 tribe.
Babylon, the Timbuktu.
Yeah.
You
Who is Esau, Edom?
Negro question.
Native Americans in promised lands. These are white scholars that documented this stuff because they were telling the truth. Some of them guys who do their work, they're serious about their work, so they'll document it and they'll tell the truth. Then you got some of them, they'll come behind it and they'll rewrite it, but you can get, but ultimately this is a thing of faith, because 2/3 of the people on the sign are going to be destroyed too, along with the heathen, because they don't have a spirit of faith. And the spirit of faith is what connects you with the Most High. You believe in the prophecies. Okay, the Lord said this will happen in this period of time. Okay, well, I'm going to do what's right. I'm going to repent, and I'm going to get ready. That's what we out here for. Majority of the people on the sign are not going to do this. So it's not going to save you being of this bloodline. Now, when you, on the second time around, it will. It's a long story short, but on this side, a lot of our people are going to die. On the next side, the kingdom, which is just think about all the world leaders being somehow taken down, and then these people being given the authority under who ignorantly called Jesus Christ, whose name is Yahweh Shai, to set up his rulership on the earth, a paradise. So that's what the kingdom of heaven is. And Christianity has pretty much lied to the world and made you think that the kingdom of heaven is in the air and we're going to be ghosts, and then we're not going to. No, we're going to be superhumans, the power of 10 billion supermans, manipulate the elements, because that's all it is. When you have spiritual power, you can manipulate the elements. And we're never going to die, and we're going to stay in our youth forever. We're going to have children and land and wealth that the world has never seen. That's what the Bible describes the kingdom of heaven as.
That's ultimately what the Bible is talking about.
Is it like somehow connected to like, how in the rapture it's like there's some chosen people who...
Yeah, but the rapture is going to be, the only chosen people are going to come out of this line.
okay.
The rapture is about being beamed up on what the world. When you think about what the Christians are trying to say the rapture is, you read Revelations 18, Isaiah 26 chapter, where it says, "Come out of her, my people, until my indignation be overpassed." When the Lord judges this earth, and that fire is hitting this earth, and all of this chaos is going on, the elect is going to be beamed up. It speaks about that in Revelation. It's going to be called up. 1 Corinthians 15 chapter, in the twinkling of an eye, you're going to be changed. Meaning your bodies. These bodies, you get hit across the head, you drop dead, we're going to be changed out of these bodies into the same body, but you're going to be indestructible. You're going to have a new molecular makeup. So that's I got to break it down to you, because when we speak about faith, this is what you're fighting for. You got to know what you're fighting for. Because the way the Christians speak, okay, you got to die, and then you'll be a spirit with Casper the ghost. You're not going to be able to eat, drink, have sex, nothing.
And then the Christians say you're going to get raptured before the time of trouble. Now, America is getting ready to go through a time of trouble, all out chaos and civil war, right? And the Lord is He's gonna save us from the trouble. That's why they'll say, like, the Christians will be like, I'm saved. Well, they're not really saved yet. What? Because you're not saved. What are you saved out of? The Lord is gonna come back and save the chosen out of this line, out of trouble, right? When America is full blown chaos, civil war, you know what I mean? They're gonna get delivered out of that, you know what I mean? During a time of distress.
And that's been prophesied since the days of Genesis. That's been that among the elect. It didn't just start now. We're teaching the same gospel that the disciples taught over 2,000 years ago, before them. Because it says that Enoch, when you read Genesis, was prophesying about the thousands and thousands of the angels coming from heaven. Where you think you get the movies like Guardian Galaxy? They put a twist on it, a goofy twist. But the real guardians of the galaxy is the angels, which are actual Israelite men. They look like so-called black men with woolly hair, terrible warrior-like look. And this is not a lie. We come out here every week and break down different topics, because it's too much. We got to go into these different topics. So like today, we're going into the Edomite. Like, you look like an Edomite, but it's a blessing.
It's like
that you're
a
not.
white person, right?
Yeah. Caucasian.
I know a little bit about, like, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but like Yakub and
Yakub? Yeah, that's another false doctrine.
That's
what they're trying to do.
I've heard like stuff. That's why I'm just trying to listen from you guys, because like, of course, like, I've heard about like black Israelites on the internet. I'm just trying to hear from them.
You know why they gave you Yakub? Because the covenant was made with our forefathers was Jacob. So the way you say his name in Hebrew is Yaquab, which means to serve plant. They came up with that Yakub crap because we're in the time of spiritual prophecy of a great awakening. Ezekiel 37th chapter. So like people like you'll hear the word, and you might go home, and the Lord later might put the spirit on you, and you're gonna be activated. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't, you'll take faith to what? Yakub doctrine. So they put stumbling blocks out there.
It's a lot of different gods you can cleave onto, but that's the trickery of the devil. The devil wants you to latch on to anything except the truth, because you're not gonna get this nowhere else, that somebody that looked like you is actually one of us. Well, he can't go to the Christian church, and
He's white.
He's a white boy. He's
Even other Israelite
yeah,
camps will say that.
they'll
'cause they're
say
not
he's a
spiritual.
white boy, but you're not gonna get this anywhere else to where they're gonna tell you, look, man, you got a chance of salvation because you're an Israelite. You know what I mean? So you got the devil out here that is mixing the truth with a lie, so that way he got everybody scrambled and believing in Christianity, Yakub,
Because the
Scientology.
super elite notice
You know?
what we have is the truth, and
Yeah.
that's another topic. We could actually prove that. But what I was gonna say, yeah, there's a lot of the elect that's gonna come looking like these other nations. That's a big stumbling block in these scriptures. Gonna be coming looking like all the nations on the earth. They're gonna actually be Israelites, because the Lord called us speckled birds. He don't just want everybody to look like the black man. Everybody. So the Bible's dealing with nations, and that's why they came up with white, black, brown. The super elite are able to take themselves out of the category of, being the people that the Lord is going to judge, because that's what they read these scriptures. These Hollywood directors, these fake Zionists, so they know their judgment, and that's why they're hiding behind these other nationalities, and they're running away from being an Edomite. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah, so it's a good thing you took a picture of it, because these are the names of the Lord, the names of the Heavenly Father.
Yahweh
So-
and Yahushua, that's
Yeah.
the true name. The image of Jesus Christ, really, that image of the true man is Yahushua. That's
Yeah.
the name.
And
Yeah,
you,
thank you, guys.
yeah,
All
you
right,
young,
okay,
yeah,
yes,
you
sir.
young, man, but hey.
Catch the metro. bro.
All right,
Okay,
all
all
right,
right, man.
safe
All right,
travels,
man.
brother.
All right, bro.
Yep.
All right,
So-
man. All right.
That's good.
Let's get back to Obadiah.
You left your
Oh,
shit.
yeah, thank you. I don't even know what that lady was doing.
Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
Yeah, thank you, man.
All right, bro.
All right, go ahead.
This is Obadiah 1 and 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
Go ahead, keep going.
Shall I not in that day say, Yahweh will even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau?
Yeah, and you can see, like I said, the understanding, because look at how degenerate this society is. You know what I mean? Everybody's a goddamn degenerate, right? But then you got the master of degeneracy on the television in politics, right? Spreading lies and spreading filth. So it's got everybody tangled and twisted up. You know what I mean? So everything doesn't make sense because of Esau's lack of understanding of spiritual things. See, when you got a spiritual righteous ruler on the throne, everybody else will have a understanding. You're not gonna lie to the people. You're not gonna come out with goddamn the Lucy doctrine of some goddamn monkey that originated 30 million years ago. You're gonna tell people the truth. Nah, look, man, it started with Adam and Eve and Adam and his people and the serpent. You gonna keep it real.
He was young enough to still have questions.
Yeah.
That's why it's good to be young. I didn't know he was 16.
Yeah.
But kids like that, if they start asking questions young, and you get it to them, see, he probably go home and really meditate on that. Like, yeah, I would rather be like the so-called black people anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I'm Irish. Yeah, I'm black. You know what I mean? That's the spirit he left with.
Yeah.
But by the time you get 31, you done regurgitated this indoctrination so many times, you done went ahead and accepted it. Well, you know what? Yeah, evolution, that makes more sense.
That's it's that lack of understanding Esau sows inside of you, because he's a goddamn carnal demon. All right, so he ain't got nothing good to tell nobody. All right, goddamn devil talking about, we got some advice for you. Nigga gonna say, I got some advice for you. We're done listening to the so-called white man's advice. Where has it gotten us? Where has it gotten women? Okay, listening to the so-called white man's advice. Where has it gotten you women? Depressed, STD, bitch, depressed with STDs, man.
HIVs.
And you know what I mean? And multiple baby daddies. All right? It's time to cleave unto the Lord, because that's the true understanding, man. All right, go ahead.
Obadiah 1 and 9. And the mighty men, O teammen, shall be dismayed to the end, that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For the violence against thy brother Jacob shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
Yeah, you're going to be cut off forever. And, that's the kingdom of heaven. Okay, you Edomites is going to be exterminated off the earth. All right? A lot of you Edomites is going to be exterminated off the goddamn earth, man. All right? Because you ain't done nothing to forward, all right, you know, life itself. All right, what have you done? All you promoted was degeneracy and homosexuality. That's all you got to say. In some sort of robotic twist that nobody asked for. Nobody asked for these goddamn robots and shit. Nobody asked for that shit. You just putting that on people just to, you know what I mean? Because you think it's a good idea.
It's just your fantasy, Esau.
Yeah, it's your little fantasy. Okay?
It's an excuse to shut down this society too.
Yeah.
So,
You know, and you got a lot of our coons of our nation that want to get down with that madness, man. That think that type of madness, all right, is the next step of evolution, all right, and really it ain't gonna do nothing but destroy the earth even further. Like they talking about them data centers. You know how much energy that's taken away from the earth? Big ass towers and data centers. What are you doing, man? Right? Why do you have to do all of this? Why don't you just chill out, man? You already got the money. Just relax, man. This nigga got to go for it. He got the pollutant. He got this poison of water. He has to. So for you niggas to sit there and say that the so-called white man ain't the devil, okay, there's something wrong with you, man. All right, you got Stockholm syndrome. You've been on the plantation too goddamn long, man. All right, and if you don't want the devil to be removed from the earth, okay, you Anton Daniels goofy ass, man. He don't want the devil to be removed off the earth. What, you want to suck the nigga dick or something, man? Okay? You niggas want to suck these goddamn Caucasian niggas' dicks or something, man? That's how Jake act.
Yeah.
That's how our people act. They act like they will bend over.
yeah. Niggas a thug, a gangster. When it come to the white man, this nigga is just.
Well, proof of that is Adam 22. Ain't none of it, you know what I mean? Nigga been talking all that shit, but Adam 22 get a pass. We still ain't seen 4 extra bitch ass go up there yet. He's scared of the white man. All of you thug niggas, you afraid of the white man.
Well, all the devil got to do is dangle a bag of money.
Yeah.
That's why them thug niggas are kind of out here in Cali. I'll speak. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna go full blast with this because we could get a bag now. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's why them niggas ain't slinging guns like they used to.
They ain't gonna pop it. They ain't gonna pop it at the real enemy.
Even do like 4 extra. It's like, you know what? I can do that, but I can get a bag now.
Yeah.
I can stay out of jail because I can get a bag. Esau got this illusion that you could get a bag pretty easily right now,
Yeah.
which you can. Esau got all kind of avenues. If you're willing to sell out the truth right now, you can get a bag on any platform, whether it's investing, entertainment. You don't even need to get a record contract now. He made it easy for you. You could just get a little bit of buzz and he'll bring you on Wild 'N Out. Get you a couple thousand, you know what I'm saying?
That's it. That's all you need. That's all you need. So people on one hand they're afraid to call out the devil, but then on the other hand it's like, why would I call him out? He helping us out. Yeah. He's done a lot for the black community.
I know a lot of dudes right now getting paper. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, you think them niggas that's getting that money, you think they're gonna say that it's the white man's fault? They're gonna sit there and say, no, Jake, it's your fault for not applying yourself and
Complaining.
You complaining. I mean, Master treat us good. You know what I'm saying?
Like my younger bro, I can't really talk to him about real shit, and I need to. Like right now, like about a few things, but I understand he got that money. He ain't finna hear that.
Nah.
Because anything I say is going in his mind, it don't even have nothing to do with his money, but dang, is this gonna affect my money in the near future?
Yeah.
So nah, bro. He ain't finna listen.
I ain't gonna call out the white man. That's gonna affect my money. You know, so all of you niggas that's joined side by side with the devil, you gonna die. You gonna die with him. Okay? You're a traitor to your race. A lot of you black women that's betrayed the men of your nation. Okay, because you got the black woman got all that smoke for the men of her nation, but you don't ever see her popping off at the so-called white man when she get on the podcast with him. She's on her best behavior.
Nicki Minaj.
Oh yeah, you mean they brought Nicki Minaj, stupid, dumb fucking ass?
Nicki garbage, yo.
You know what I mean? They brought her, now she's supporting Donald Trump.
Yeah.
With a little fucking, a little big ass, poofy ass dress. What the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying?
That's all Jake got left now.
And NBA YoungBoy, this nigga made an album and it said, do whatever Trump tells you. You know, I think the name of the album is Massa, M-A-S-A.
Well, think about it. All of that, you people went for all of that. Trump, he just he pardoned Lil Wayne, he pardoned Kodak Black. You really believe any of that shit? You're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. All of that shit was staged. But you got to remember, little psyopses and enchantments like that. Oh no, I mean Trump, he ain't too bad when it comes. He gonna come after black people because why would he?
Yeah, no, he love
pardon
us.
Kodak Black.
He love us.
I mean, yeah, he coming after the Mexicans, but he pardoned Lil Wayne though.
Yeah, he love
Come on,
us.
dog.
He'll
When I-
never do that to us.
Even when I was hearing that, I was like, come on, please don't tell me bro believe this though. Lil Wayne, nigga. Bro, that shit is all a psyop. All of these niggas, oh yeah, we pardoned Michael Jackson. Like, come on, bro.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2:8. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed. And who is the wicked? Let's get Malachi 1:4. Well, I guess we'll close it out with this. It's already 2 hours. Let's get Malachi 1:4. Because who's the wicked? Why does the scriptures call the so-called white man and his entire race the wicked, man? Okay? He's the wicked, man. All right? Then shall the wicked be revealed. He's being revealed on all. Hey, if you can't see that in the spirit, hey, something's wrong with you, man. You can't see that the so-called white man is being revealed. Something is fucking wrong with you, man.
But they don't think the small hats are white.
Yeah.
You still in, you know, we're telling you that because there's no such thing as white people. The small hats are the Edomites.
We
They're
keep
the
telling
wicked.
you that.
Yeah.
You know, we keep telling. Why do you think Donald Trump is? Why do you think the American Edomites is funneling so much money to them niggas?
Yeah.
Because that's the head nation of Esau, as a matter of
That's
fact.
they brothers. That's they big bros.
You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean? For you niggas to still be had his Stockholm syndrome in the latter days, okay, yeah, it's time for you niggas to die. Right. You done been totally corrupted at this point, man. Everything, like, okay, even the movements back in the day with Jake, when civil rights era, the Black Panther Party, right? Yeah, that shit was carnal, but it was still Jake identifying who the damn devil is, right? So you got, Jake, our people, you have too many examples that have time and time again that have shown you that the so-called white man is the devil, even before the prophets came on the scene. And you niggas still want to believe that he's your friend. In the latter days, though, you gotta die, man. Okay? You gotta die. You're a traitor to your own people, and you're a traitor to your own God, man.
That's Christianity again.
Yeah.
'Cause when you say devil, they think about the red nigga with
Yeah.
the pitchfork
No.
on Looney Tunes. And he buff and he's sitting on a throne laughing and tickling niggas' feet. No, the devil is in the Bible. It's simply a Latin word for a man that is deceitful. The same word as the serpent. Analogies and parables. Okay? The serpent means a man that is a high-level witch and warlock. The devil means somebody that is deceitful, crafty, subtle, and will falsely accuse you. Okay? The scriptures say stay away from vain mythologies and fables. So that's why when you mention the devil, they think, oh, the white man can't be the devil because you're trying to amplify the scriptures with pagan mythology.
Yeah.
That's what Christianity does. That's not in the scriptures, man.
Yeah.
Okay, the devil is talking about a race of people, the Edomites,
Right.
who are known to be the wicked in the book of Malachi, the so-called white man.
That's all. That's it. That's all. Go ahead.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh, they shall build, but I will throw down. They shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
Yeah, the border of wickedness, right? So they are the wicked. Okay, they are a race of people that can only do wicked. All right, that's why when they came to the Native Americans, Gad was trying to be peaceful with them, and the nigga just flipped. Why, how could he just flip like that? People wonder, like, how did he just flip like that? Like, nigga, they was being cool with you. They was even allowing you to marry their daughters, and which Gad shouldn't have been doing that shit. But I mean, it just shows you that even if you try to help the so-called white man out, he's gonna turn and backstab you, because inside of him, encoded inside of his DNA, he is the wicked. He can't help himself. All right.
He hates everything. That nigga
Yeah.
hate himself.
He gonna eventually get jealous of you.
Yeah.
That's what it be. He get, you know what I mean? Cause he'll sit there and play it nice and, oh, okay, tell me about your culture, right? And then he'll sit there and observe, and then he'll act like, oh man, it's so interesting. But then in the back of his mind, he like, man, fuck y'all, man. How come y'all get to do that? How come y'all didn't came out with these ideas? Like when Esau went to the so-called Mexicans, right? Before Esau came, like the Aztecs and the Incas and stuff, they had an empire, man, right? They had you know, because you know the Mexicans, man, you leave them to themselves, Mexicans will build a whole goddamn warehouse within 10 days. You know what I'm saying? So imagine what Issachar had right before Esau came. And Esau, he came and he seen that. He was like, damn, they got all this. And I come from the goddamn rocks and the caves. I got to take this shit over. This ain't right. Because really, he jealous. He just a jealous, he a hating ass nigga. You know that hating ass nigga that just hating for no reason? That's what Esau is. He can't help it. Okay? He hates on everybody. He'll even go hate on the goddamn Chinese.
It's crazy because when I was younger, coming out of middle school, when we moved to Cerritos, it was just a melting pot. We moved to a rich area, $1 million properties, mostly Asian. Every kid, that shit was dull. Every kid, even from around the block. I mean, you gotta go out the neighborhood off my street to the, even little kid, little Asian kid, they will all come to my house. It just be like a big melting pot. The Asian nigga over here, we balling. Them little Asian kids, they way younger. I don't know why they was with me over there. Then the little white boy over here, him and his sister, I could go over there, go out with them. They was Jake. I didn't know this at the time. The Greek niggas, Alan Thomas, they was Jake. I didn't know it at the time, so-called white boy. Everybody loved me. The real Edomites, I remember like yesterday, this dude named Chase and Max. One of them was an Amalekite and the other one was a real Edomite. Like I said, the other Edomites on the blocks were Jake. I could go in their house, I could go on trips with them. They little sisters like me. It was nothing. We was like brothers. Chase, I used to be balling with him, and I would catch him every time. It'd just be this pause, and he'd just be looking at me like,
Yeah.
I'd be like, I thought you was my friend. So I would see him at school, and I knew him and Max, even at school, don't talk to them because they really don't like you. Y'all live on the same block. They might come to your house, but even when they would come to my house, it was just this attitude.
It's like what's up with this nigga?
But how is it all the other kids? Now that I think about it, they was all Jake.
Yeah.
From the Filipino dude that used to come by, so ball his shit up. I'm talking about, bro, I would have so many kids, bro, you'd be like, damn, that ain't right. Why is it this big? But it was the real Edomites, just that quick, they had a problem with it. Niggas lying on me and shit, all kind of
For
stuff.
no reason. That's because he can't help himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, Esau knows that he's lacking everything.
Yeah.
He knows that, right? And especially one thing he can't stand is when he sees the Edomite woman checking out Jake. That really makes him feel insecure, right? So he can't stand that. You know what I mean? So Jake got a lot of abilities that he covets after, right? This is why Esau hunted down Jacob with the sword, because he was jealous. Like, man, you got that goddamn birthright, man. You know, and Jacob was cool, and, you know, because Esau, he was always a weirdo. Even growing up, probably everybody was like, that nigga weird, man.
Well, that's why the Edomites was hating him, because they like, how does he move here? And all the whole block kids with their bikes. I mean, you couldn't even get them to go home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas just, oh, you got a turtle? Can I come in? Or, niggas just sitting around. I'm on bikes. I'm high level. We jumping ramps, but they just outside with me all day. And like I said, the real Edomites in their mind, even the dude dad, the small hat, the Amalekite, his dad used to come out to the front line.
Yeah. Just couldn't stand it.
And my mother, it was in her instinct. She was the only kid was that Amalek kid. She said, hey, look, he can't come over here. Because on like my sister's birthday party, he would come through, my mom would invite people. Max, you gotta go home. Because he'd be the only motherfucker in there. I can't even explain what he was doing. He would be going to each person trying to start shit.
No, that nigga's a damn demon. Yeah.
And he was the shortest one.
Fucking demon.
That nigga got his arm broken and blamed it on me.
Yeah, he's a
I
guy.
had
Yeah.
nothing to do with this shit. I'm
Fucking,
like,
you devils and demons, man. And that's what he.
Yeah.
And imagine that on a global scale. Esau running around the earth doing shit like that.
that's what I'm saying.
That's why he got to get the fuck. He got to be removed, man.
That's right.
Because he just starting discourse for no apparent reason.
They don't like to see that unity.
Yeah, they don't like to see that with nobody. Not even other nations. You know what I mean? Because he'll go to goddamn Japheth. Japheth got their own thing. He go over there. What are y'all doing over here, huh? Y'all think y'all hanging out? You know, nah, fuck all that. You know, he go over there and go
McDonald's.
break that up. Fuck that. Y'all got it. Because he know he fucked up. You know what I mean? Esau know he fucked up. So he want to subject everybody to a caveman's diet.
That's how they fight each other.
Yeah.
I want that lake right there. Nigga just,
You know that. So he think everybody else need to be like that. All right. You's a goddamn Satanist, nigga. Let's get. Oh yeah. Let me finish this off, and then we'll close it out. This is Yeah. Let's go. Let's get 2 Thessalonians 2:8. Yeah. So Esau, you're being revealed, man. Okay. And when Renee Good and Preddy got shot, you didn't give a fuck. All right. The Wadi Al Bashim Yal Shai. All right. Fuck about you goddamn devils dying, man. Okay. What about all the Jakes that you slaughtered? Right. Now the bounty hunters is targeting you, and now you want all this sympathy. You know, we got to stick together. They're coming against us, America. No. They're coming against white America, man. You niggas is on your own. All right. Because when Jake was going through their turmoil, where the hell were you devils at, man? All right. You wasn't there. You was actually forward in the affliction.
Bringing this new system, they got to destroy the current white America.
Yeah. They have to get rid of, because you're old news. You Caucasians that are in America now, you're old news. You're the old version.
Well, all of this constitutional rights shit, that's not going to uphold in the New World Order. So they got to get rid of that.
Yeah.
That was all a smokescreen. You know, the Christianity, the white superiority, that was just a smokescreen until these prophecies came to pass.
Yeah, because the constitutional right was for the white America.
And it really wasn't even for them.
Yeah.
It was just like a doctrine to keep the masses of these people believing until the time of the next takeover.
Well, Esau, he was using that to forward his racism. Like, oh yeah, you see, you're 3/5 of a human. I have the right to speak. I have this. I got this right. I got that right. Esau was using that shit to prop himself up. Like, look, we're civilized people. We got rights.
And again, he will use the Bible.
Yeah.
Before everything.
Yeah, they come and put your hand on the Bible. Look at the rights we have. Look, we're a structured country. We're this, we're that. Okay? And now they stripping that shit away from you. And look who Esau is. He's a goddamn meth head homosexual. When you take away all of the glitz and glamour that's attached to this nigga, he's just a punk ass nigga, man. You really look at the Edomite, he's just a punk ass nigga, bro. A hating ass, punk ass nigga in the corner, okay, with a do-rag on.
Lord
All right?
truly did set up the base, the elites, to be where they at. Because for them to even be in that state to where they could continue to sort of be noble, that's the Lord just propping them up. Because them niggas is really in palaces, drinking expensive shit. And they probably still eat bad. Them niggas probably eating like Doritos and shit too.
Yeah, they can't help it. That caveman diet. You know what I mean?
Smoking the cigarette. Them niggas probably smoking cigarettes.
Smoking cigars, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know? But
This is 2 Thessalonians 2:8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
yeah, the spirit, and that's the prophets. Consuming. All right? You devils are being consumed. See, we don't got to go out there and protest. We're not standing with the Black Panther Party. Okay? We're not standing with no goddamn Black Panther Party that's bought and paid for. All right? And for you other camps, all right, that's you mingling with this devil, and I'm going to go ahead and name it ISUPK. Okay? IUIC, you mingled in with the heathen, man. We know that you got backdoor deals with Esau. We know. Okay, you might be able to fool them other motherfuckers, man, but we know you working with the devil, man. Okay, you gonna fall right along with his ass, man. You think, how Jake, you really think that Jake, I mean, you really think, you Jakes actually think that your agreement with Esau is gonna work out for you, and you know that Yahweh Shai is coming back? What do you think Yahweh Shai is coming back to do, stupid? All right? You gonna make a deal with the devil at the end to try to get a bag and get some social media clicks. You's a goddamn loser, man. All right? This is the worst time to try to pull that shit.
Right.
All right? All right? The prophets are exposing this devil, man.
That pride is too, they can't, it's just too much. Like the world's love, I forget, you know, some of the validation. I don't give a fuck about
Well, you know what? Because I was thinking about this earlier this week. I was like, because you be like, man, what possesses these niggas in these other camps to know the truth and still go left? These gotta be the niggas that was in the wilderness, that rebellious nation. These gotta be them. You know what I mean? Because you gotta think, what would possess a nigga to be in the wilderness? You just seen the miracle where the Lord split the sea open. He brought the chicken bread from the sky. He cracked open the water.
Chicken and waffles.
What the fuck will possess them niggas to still rebel against the Lord?
Some of it is jealousy and envy.
Yeah, jealousy and envy. But even when you trace back to them niggas in the wilderness, they go back to the niggas before the flood.
Right, yep.
You know what I mean?
Part of that was jealousy and envy.
That's all. It was all jealousy and envy.
For Moses and Aaron and them.
Well, it started with Cain, that jealousy and envy. So this all go back to that Cain spirit. You trace it back, it all goes back to the serpent, man.
Tenderism of the scriptures, really.
You see, so I'll be like, man, what possessed these other camps to just get in league with the devil at the end? You got to be the ones that was in the wilderness scoffing at Moses when Moses was up there on Mount Sinai communing with the Lord. You was one of them niggas that built the altar. I mean, that built the little golden statue. Okay, and you try to sneak a fast one on the Lord. You got to be them same dudes.
Because niggas keep complaining about, man, we want this and we want that. Well, how about we just get the fuck? How about the Lord just take these devils down then?
Yeah.
I mean, goddamn, niggas want to debate. Niggas want to stay here and debate about reparations and shit for another 100 years. How about just taking heed to the
That
doctrine?
nigga out of there, man.
Like, we literally about to get out of here.
Nah, we can't do that now because you know
My job, nigga.
Some things he do is good. Like, you shut the fuck up, man.
Well, a nigga's job will keep him from salvation.
Yeah,
Well, nigga, at some point you gonna have to let go, bro.
yeah, straight up.
Yo, fuck the money, bro. It ain't real money. We already said it. But see, these women, a lot of these niggas let these women, you got your head jammed up these women ass. Fuck these women, man. A lot of these women gonna die, man.
Yeah, straight up.
Because they're all out wicked.
Well, the average woman in America believes in the so-called white man.
Yeah.
She's the so-called white man's pit bull.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you following behind her, you're by default you're following behind the so-called white man.
Yeah, they're trying to impress the. If you're trying to impress the woman, bro, you're not gonna make it, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, it's time to, you know what I'm saying? Hey, shit, you gotta come into these scriptures and just let go of all this shit, man. Get the understanding, really. Because real soon, ain't nobody gonna have shit to bolster themselves about. All these women, you know, oh, I'm pretty this, I got this. Everybody gonna be on the same playing field real soon. All these niggas with these, oh, I got this. Okay, we gonna see what happens when you ain't got that.
Right.
You know?
That's right.
It says back in 2 Thessalonians 2:8, it shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan.
Yeah, Kim, who's after the coming of what does it say? Read again.
Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan.
Well, that's why the scriptures, when it talks about the devil, that old serpent, right? Who was it talking about? Niggas, like you said, niggas think it's some mythology shit. You know, no, man. It was talking about a race of people, okay, that was spreading wickedness throughout the earth, that was corrupting people's minds, right? Niggas, you read the devil was loosed out of his prison for a little season. Niggas think that was the actual Satan. So where was Satan? So Satan, he was gone during the Dark Ages. There was no Satan at all. The spiritual demon Satan, he was off the clock.
So it was perfect then.
It was perfect. It must have been the kingdom of heaven there, right?
World. Like, shit.
Okay? Satan was loosed out of his prison. So where was he?
Yeah.
No, man. Okay, the spiritual demon Satan was still doing. He was still on the clock. Okay, but the devil that was released out of that prison. Okay, that was in that thousand. That was the so-called white man, because he was in a caveman state. You see, he was in a caveman state. All right.
Yeah, we brought out the scripture how the Lord
Yeah.
raises up he ruleth in the kingdom of men. That parable right there in Revelation is just speaking about the Lord bringing the so-called white man to a lower state, which was slavery, to a point to where he was functioning like a derelict out here. Because these white, they're really naturally they're homosexuals. They're violent homosexuals. So when you read that, that's all the brother was saying. It's a lot.
Hey, when you look at these derelicts, when you look at an Edomite derelict, it low-key fit him. Like, it fit his spirit. Like, yeah, you know, that's where you're supposed to be. Because when Jake is a homeless crackhead out of his mind, it looked bad on him. But when Esau is homeless and cracked out, it looked like that's what he's supposed to be.
Right.
He fitted, he dirty, he like perfect. It's like a perfect, like, oh yeah, that's who you are, man.
Like he's still able to maintain himself.
Yeah, he's still able, you know, that's nigga in his right mind. You know what I mean? It's
Jake
like,
try to stay clean too.
yeah.
Jake could live on the streets and nigga be having a ball. Nigga got some weed and he
Jake
can't
have
fully
muscles.
be clean. Yeah.
Jake be.
But he saw that nigga had
Yeah.
shit growing off. That nigga got
Bugs
barnacles and
and
shit.
shit.
Like, nigga, how you get barnacles growing? You don't even
With a
even
smile.
know shit, nigga.
That nigga had a smile with him too. Have a smile on him. It's like, yeah, this is where this nigga's supposed to be. He's supposed to be.
Yeah, that nigga live in a mud pit in
That
the alley.
nigga have a smile too. That nigga, hey, you know what I mean? Like everything's good, because that's where he feel comfortable in. He's a filthy man. He's comfortable in filth. Okay, go ahead.
It says, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Yeah, all power, signs, and lying wonders, man. All right, and in this world that's been deceived, all right, with power, signs, and they about to pull off one of the biggest power and signs. Well, the biggest power, sign, and lying wonder is the RFID microchip. You know what I mean? Okay, the mark of the beast, man. All right, that's the biggest power, signs, and lying wonders right there. That's why now they showing you all of these goddamn commercials. Yeah, Kim Kardashian might get a brain chip. They propping you up for this shit, okay? To get you to believe in, you know, the New World Order, man. Okay, exactly what the devil would do. All right.
2026, our people, you're not supposed to still be worshiping and idolizing these celebrities.
Right.
But they still doing it.
Yep.
So them niggas a lot of niggas are gonna, cause how many women start altering their face after the Kardashians and shit?
Oh yeah, they did. Yep.
Even to the point I be seeing some beautiful women, they still fuck their face up. And they all look like Michael Jackson when they get it done.
Yeah.
Bitch go from looking good to looking crazy.
Crazy, man.
You know?
All right, but who got Esau deceived women into thinking that you're not beautiful enough or some shit, right? You know, your titties ain't. That's not the right. Because remember, Esau used to have him on a magazine, the most beautiful woman in the world.
Bitch anorexic.
And it's an anorexic, Edomite, blonde-haired cave woman, right? And he'll be like, the most beautiful woman in the world. This is the standard of beauty. Yeah. So then you got all the women trying to get like that, thinking that that's the standard of beauty. They said Margot Robbie is the most beautiful woman in the world. You gotta go to downtown LA and see a bitch way badder than Margot Robbie, man.
Yeah,
Pasadena.
Pasadena got bitches way badder than Margot Robbie, man.
Go over there to Monrovia.
The fuck out of
Be
here,
like,
man.
God damn.
Fucking Margot Robbie, some Edomite, you know what I mean, is the standard of the most beautiful woman in the world. The fuck, you know what I mean? But that's how he deceived the nations, okay, through pseudoscience and false narratives, you know? Go ahead.
2 Thessalonians 2:10, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
Yeah, if you don't want to believe, you don't want to accept that the so-called white man is the devil and that he's destroyed the earth, okay, you're gonna be destroyed. Plain and simple, man.
Yeah,
you got backdoor deals with the so-called white man, okay, and then you on the screen playing it off like you down for your people. You're gonna be destroyed. All right, you're not gonna make it.
Look at all the celebrities that trusted in Hollywood, trusted in the so-called white man. They crying now.
Yeah.
I was just watching a thing on Jason Weaver. That nigga was hot back in the day. He did the Michael Jackson movie. That nigga on the couch, damn near crying. I was just watching some shit talking about God and Jesus. But he talking about it from a stance of he's through.
Yeah. Help me.
Hollywood is over.
Yeah.
That nigga look like he done had a tough time with no work. Yes, the industry used him up. A lot of these celebrities, they crying, we ain't got no work. But that's what happens when you trust in the so-called white man. You know?
And then when them nuclear missiles come, you think the so-called white man is gonna have a big ass airplane for people to get on, and he gonna say no?
All his celebrities.
No.
You niggas gonna die in a lake of fire, man.
And he's not gonna have missiles to shoot down the other missiles.
Yeah, he just gonna let it come. All right, because he's done with the American project, and that's what you niggas don't understand. Why you wanna still cleave on to the idea of the good old jolly American white man, the elite banking family Edomites. Okay, they're done with the American project. They're wrapping it up. All right, so if you still believe in the American project, you're not gonna make it out of here. You're gonna die in a lake of fire, man. All right, especially if you take that chip.
Yeah, because there's a lot of snares coming. That's what we mean. He keeps saying we gonna die. Nigga, you don't know the plans that the super elite international bankers have for the common citizen. The everyday citizen, you're in the way now.
Yeah.
You're an enemy to the state, whether you believe it or not. And really, it's a merciful thing. The Lord put us out here to warn you because you don't have no clue what we're talking about.
Right.
These motherfuckers don't have no clue what the fuck we're talking about. That's what a prophet means, somebody that speaks before. You know, really a warning. So that's why you're gonna die, because you're not taking the heed to nothing you're saying. All you hear is that we're talking about women and we're talking about you stupid faggot betas, man.
Yeah.
And you women gonna die too because you trust these betas.
Yeah.
These niggas ain't got no answers for you. They gonna die with you.
Well, Esau created the beta. He created the beta story.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of you beta male, goofy ass niggas, your time is running out, man. All right?
You wouldn't have made it in the ancient world.
Yeah,
And
you
I
wouldn't
say
have
that
made it.
Because I seen
Weak-ass
his beta ass peeking around that corner
Yeah, I
like
see-
he
yeah.
had a problem.
weak niggas. Okay, you niggas is gonna lose these women because you got a lot of these beta males got these bitches off of the Edomite upliftment.
Yeah.
You're strong. A man that cries, a man that paints his fingernails is brave too.
He damn near like a
So
homosexual.
you's a bitch, nigga.
Yeah.
Okay, you's a bitch. All right, and if you know what I mean, you got that punk ass shit from your Edomite oppressor, your Edomite slave master, and it ain't gonna measure up to real men. All right.
Right, this world we coming into, hey, it's gonna be dog eat dog. You gonna have to really have some spirit in you. A real man, not this running around on my mama, nigga, all that shit, nigga. All that shit, and then you go tuck your tail, ice come up, you screaming. That's what these niggas ain't ready for, man.
That's right.
And that's what the Lord is calling you back, okay, to this truth, so He can put His spirit on you. You become a man again. You know. But if you a part of this society, you ain't no real man.
Yeah.
You brushing shoulders with homosexuals and trannies, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got niggas in the hood, got bitches in the hood.
Yeah.
I'm
She
supposed to
calling
be
the
scared of
shots.
some fucking set, and you got hoes in the hood.
She calling the shots. She get in front of the nigga. Hey, you know what I'm nigga? You know what I'm
Joke,
saying?
man.
So yeah, you niggas that still want to hold on to the American dream, you're gonna die with the dream, man. You're gonna be in a dream that you never gonna wake up from. All right. You want to trust in the so-called white man, you're gonna die. All right. So that'll be the final message. You trust in the so-called white man, you're gonna die. All right. So we'll give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, the great millstone. Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.